Ejoso. Now, too many share who say a rice farming place a waterlog. Enye bia ese nipa etafa. Yeso mo yo mafumu mi ma. Na ejoda no yenya indication bi e control room say fault e wo line so affect communities bebrebe. Na insuo no so to. Nti yentimi anko am petrol line say they usually do. Na nyame ya adom ade akyenye no. Ye team no. We petrol no eno behunu say hasi no. Your towers no about 8 of them I was down to agu na your brain ho ebehunu ye no ehun say onipa bonifo bi etutu both and not a ebobo base no concrete base na I civil work na this tower nisis no omotutu ene na de bi e ba so about 3 meters to the tower and how ebre your supply no because a hanum backbone kesi a supply baby na ebasa no your priority at that time is to make sure say we get greater portion of the people on supply. I don't know yaye. I go so ye say by close of day no you meet me I'm be about supply. But the actual work for reinstatement of the fallen 8 towers needed. Contractor no buy no assessment no say it will take about 30 days which is 1 month. Now the repair cost for a kilometer is about $200,000 and by our estimation you say about 6 kilometers is being affected. So that means it's about $1,200,000 is going to be needed. And we need to get the money first. So the Ashanti Maimu Kania, a bit of
and watch Asante Mantama Swafo, Munyan for Salmon or Semensa, as well as Niema, SCC, Ewa Honomono, a Niema and Che cry.
Yes, Yena, young fair, say who will be Suban be, say Frank and Yano, a far palon, Biaho, Anna, a fat DV, your mind, Yena, dear. Now who is the Subano, Yesubaya, a sa, a fata, Mummy Asunti, into an morning term. We be a woman who will cry by 1 coffee. To the view to me, and I'm quite no one who will be akutu. ECG for car crazy na or train cable. Ever from near her now, no trick cable, no cotton. A video and a junior who's a whole light in the day off. Into Mummy fire and to form. You who are near member quickly, no. Report to Emma. Bambofono, na bambofono into who animal. Already ECG tries instability in power supply urban be rectified. This guy debate media solve problem. This is the Sesicano LBCC way.
Well, but good evening. I'm Mama Kwaba. Just Jumediani all live on OK 101.7 FM. So and our live so across your platforms. Our your OK FM, Facebook. Your live when we got you FM or Kukren to me all the way to Kukren to me. Yes, our live so Kings Jersey Radio. Your live or High Life Radio of Virginia, DC, Maryland, Baltimore. Your live. Ewa for Media, Europe, France, Belgium. Your live. Kings Jersey Radio so pick here live. Naspa Radio, Kuku Spencer. And any team so pick here live. Your friend Bim Lady, if you're pokia. More good evening, Kwaba, because you have chosen the place. Yeah, serious analysis. Serious analysis. This election 2024, no, Manya can't tell my dad said to be a do or die elections. Very serious. But this week, we can deduce a lot of things from it. Elections were one of the good things about election when they say election way will be about issues. Remember elections also. And I'll show you some figures to blow your mind. Some figures, many hot issues it will blow your mind. I'm telling you. Kaka starting mafia and send me a course NDC for be a video be and I'll show you part of the video. You see here Rahoy. I about first Professor Jena no quite much on your ready na say Mahama Wua wabedina there. There's propaganda going on about that video because you say MPP for any part baby na almost share that video because I already say I told my so Papa no so the statement about said that is really not what he meant. But in Kofa Jina no Kozi Boni, Yenim says Anyama when ever elections no. We will see more of this propaganda machinery from both NDC and MPP. We will see it. And that is why as a Ghana for any and to form na say yanka say nya botre anye proper critical thinking. Yabaka akotwa ban troka ye ya ba be ka say this week even last week Rachada freedom the first say na bedi akoko ka so de pobeko kumase ankofo bi twabono ebi susu hype no said you can hear true. That will even show you how a Ghana for your drink majority of Ghanaians, not all Ghanaians, majority of Ghanaians, I didn't hear. They be me catch the youth and they say, more about 10 million out of the 17.5 million people who vote. Youth, mona modoso. Mama money now, so that you can take proper discerning decisions. Because you to know, mona we president my Ghana for ya Kenya now. You to know, you are the ones who determine the leadership for the rest of us. And he say you to the man from my junior and to form not the ember can be IV after a cheddar cancer same way. Now only the year kwa year or baby na Ghana for hype boys. Just like a crowd boy see by jedding to become money or more cheddar. Just a few months ago, no more for cheddar and you. They say see a cheddar buy a watch check a crama mudienti. See car boy see penty berry and money I am botchada and another day. And another way you know what this year. Oh, the kind of voters we have. Voters who have become hype voters. Yes, voters. Yeah, they are boni voters. Yeah, they are penyan konkwa voters. Kakra ebedi voters. My ebedi and then voters. This is the problem we have in Ghana, not the leaders. So leader be ni Ghana hanoma uhunwa wakwa na Ghana esinabeti was me the Ghana court because they jubilee. Leader being one Mahama on Anaduo at Amilsuo Rollins Yokufo. There is no leader who came to Ghana or best one Ghana leadership to na they always take from us. Uncle Jinamba na the leadership no one man. And we to a baby and you chase and you. That is when I want you police a minor tia konyasono. You don't leave the policing job for media for you, the voter, you police the person. But we live in a country that brony bayo. Say the American, yadani voters, ya penyan konkwa voters, and then kwa voters, me pedia media voters, me bottom voters, and then kwa media voters, me the minimum few voters, contractor voters, ne won't. So who can be a policy a buy no crap for on one interest? Who push a buy a buy ya coin away? I buy school no way. I buy jobs now, castle be creating away. I buy factories no way. I buy a football fields now, castle be obey anyway here. Now, the same voters you are protecting, the same voters whose interests you are looking out for, no, my baby at them because according to CD, yes, Mundi a branty way at them, Mundi a rubber way at them, said about obeying. Ya be brache. This country, be any video na me each remono. On my electric cables, ya den kani afem man kani anoko ye nkura ase ni nkura wudo mu no. Kwabrani akotutwa cables no. Na ye nya dum so. Abroni beye country. And now you see, I'm focusing on young Ghana for no because we are 90% of the leadership we get. The leadership no one who say Ghana for ye ni agra. There is no way the leadership will come and play. Him say young Ghana for ya junior coins. So leader be aba. The obey say we are kakrama bepe kakrama boys momuni. Omu na be bom rane. Say Ghana boys and girls are yaba. Voters in they hear me so be me kakredi. That is all that we want. We don't care. But ye this kani in ye about onechi. Na sabi ye need tree and wine ye be who say. After the Sikana San by a road here the same. After the Sikana San, but tax now to and one out here, or probably tax no crack or so. Ye who say Sikani, ye dear, after we voted for the wrong person. After any bepe journalist, a dinner them. But if you say one, now cost a lie. One, and I don't know the blog will cost a lie. One, I'll call you t-shirt. One, I'll call you crabba kotuaba. One, I'll call you 200 Ghana cedis kotuaba. You even glorify the 200 Ghana cedis now. You came on air, on television, glorifying that in Kwasiasemu. What to about body in the now about the shoe? Was and if you have Pokemon, I can't send people for a and to my now no Jimmy. If you have Pokemon, a first say, Cabasho, and two got talk Cabasho, now we are kidney. If you have Pokemon, more kidney. Now, some I know the back. What do you want to me? I tell them, as I want a good team. Couldn't you make a discerning decision for yourself? Oh, sorry, if you have the bachelor say the Benquana di Fufu. And if you have the bachelor say, yeah, a year first for Abaco school, and I'm a job money, and I'll put you rent it. Would you rent no one here or rent no one to Abba? Now, you was your book, Mary, as an hour to Abba. Now, decision now making away. We, the voters, must begin to wake up. Say that. We must wake up. Because that propaganda and getting the enemy chairman, in fact, it will even be more before more. The grassroots no is a root of Ghana issues. Grassroots for na yawa form no. We are the root of Ghana problems. Yeni tia esro ni bete. Yase kwasia na ni tia na agro na gu. Say your form na politicians na fa sebe. Ye yan kwasia for yeni tia bibi agro ni begu. Omo be steady. But when you name see enti abegi diskani ye na come dia na akwa motorway from Mahama even Rollins the time at another time then be a motorway street light now for Korea cables no okay obi be catch us adwumani want to go ria ho adwumani ho so we are now is justified wo ho and the pylons ye de kane agum yes nkofo Korea pylons na ye de kane agum no Oma Korea, we are having doom so in major areas like Ashanti region. Because in Kenya we are not penny can no. These are the pylons. Yeah, motorway. Alumina one chena accident is here. And I say real gas no. And no crank of Korea they acquire alumina, the quiet that the same cotton. Then you ref is in your back of a so. A country of citizens are. He says, "I did hoarding. Ebe busa se akra kumase. Why is it not even a double lane? There be ya di ahoa de beba be didi atem. Country we bebre. Country ya ye car kwaya ma okra na obi akwa kotu alumina ya de kata drain so no. Say deba ensuo to ball na nkoshe drain sim na obi akotu or de kwaya alumi. Oma we oja be ye. Ya dwen your coins. That's why politicians continue to fool us. And the issues that was here raising questions they was here busa even determining the right person me say ene Ghana enkroma ba se si ha se woni NDC ni MPP beto aba ye beto ati enkroma se si ha ya yeti hai se osadefo enkroma ba Ghana so oba be contest as even an independent candidate against NDC and MPP we will vote against enkroma because your party here ye dead. That is where we have come to. Your party here ye dead. Our party winning the debate. Our party winning the argument. It's more, but a my kicks. And no my any j yakuma to yam. Now refis or best school fees or krawunchiayo. Best school fees or unyanchiai. And Kabayadan Atamusu, yes, such a year to why should Atamusu be an issue? Why are we talking about it now? Yeah, your locus crown is saying, yeah, your family. So why are we talking about it now? Yeah, yeah, for. In a birth certificate or a death certificate, any and so why is this even an issue? But this is where Ghana has sunk to. At the end, we've all taken our eyes off the major issue. And what's he decided no? And somewhere here. Look at this issue. And Nana make us say, will be exposed from tapes to videos to audios, beba, and I to abano. Yeah, kwa batoi. Mahama hun tape beba, video beba, secret tape beba. Akufuado any baumia secret beba issues on issues beba and one unyansa no unim de no ubetimi edi sani amu ahu se we any issues affect o tax outia o say mahama video ba say ani ese ne ge ani asomasi ana ne ge ani obenti ana ya catch us mahama ge ani afia kra. How is that even going to affect duty now obeti your report no? How would that even affect? It really doesn't matter. Unless there's an issue of integrity. Unless there's an issue of integrity. It is a focusing on issues. Say grassroots. Any problem, no? Grassroots. Any problem. Yeah, form, no? Politicians, bien one more bet me a jubilee. Abraham Toman, they all come for our vote. Vote, no, Castan is saying. And what are you basing it on? Oh, Mahama, a fine boy. Fine boy, na ebedi. Fine boy, what do you bet you tax? Fine boy, what do you bet you levy? Oh, Ibaumia, where you cremoni near the cock jump. Based it on issues. And when there's any attempt or propaganda by any party apparatchiki, so they are not better. Stick to your guns, Samasa. Issues, the President Kufoka and Ubotom should determine about better. Ubotom to determine. Abroad for now, you say, America and Europe. That's how they make their decisions. Almost based on decisions are. They base it on issues. Tax bay. Abai men tax so Aban or ma policy, papa, aban the foreign policy. That is how they determine issues. Oh, and Ghana, no Obama, yemi chrome in tomato mano. Oh, me about me, or yemi chrome. Oh, about me, chrome in tomato mano. Hey, that is how silly we are. Even to the extent that they say they do academia. Now, UCC, University of Cape Coast, yes, so I'm more or two for, and I said to baby, or more man honorary doctorate degree. After the year, I come Wesley High Girls, buses. Wakocha amo basis so omo se ya ma a friend say otum for honorary doctorate degree na ya ma Cape Coast hini degree and ya the tribalism na dru ho Ghana ya hwe bibi yo na from south to base north ye nyina ya one people o ye hwe bibi yo akada da ye nyina enim no ya abroche ni ade nya aka se Obama ya ma Obama honorary doctorate degree wo New York University New York for be ka se Obama free New York nti e ma no like seriously na Ghana no obi ko baabi obi kuto obi passport ege hu ye ma obi honorary doctorate degree is based on any panel wo ye den ma yen it is any panel what has been their person's contribution to every academia to society to development na bia o ma hwe ho no m de ama no na de aduru ho ohun o man ya dwene ni coins no sa o approach for no makọ o manim no you never hear this unnecessary thing ni nyere waste of time waste of energy waste of talking. China for yes answer way they are going. Dubai for needs answer way they are going. Grassroots level. And every day behind any form no we are the people who cry the loudest. Yen ye be dede. Oh me farmer way and ye say issue base. Yen ye ya kwan wo from Cape Coast to Asante akwan wo yen ye dede wo ho. Yen ko posti yen ho debate. Yen ko ye ho opposition. Ya de ade we aba bedu na hwan ye ma no doctor degree ma. Are we serious? Yet ya na talk we afede. One the business opportunity from China. Also, the basic a friend saying gas plant. I even talk about the cosi in the tema. Talk about the Ankase or the Kodi Kromo, or who said the idea of making a generating caniano. Which area is the most conducive area? Or say a temapung. A honor of the man talk about the no basic gas power plant, no, a sogly power plant. Talk about the tribalistic or the cosi the chrome. But unko di besi the crop no dia basic pon can you generating and Ghana baby ah say Ghana baby ah but yan kwa de won say ye pay adwene na wo form no and we will pay dearly for it the way a Ghana akono the way a young Ghana for ya adwene e kono we will pay dearly for it in the next 10-20 years no menye do monga but wan hwe ya the way a kono civil war be besi wo Ghana abro no doso and in teacher mu no doso me so dia tagwe afede Okoye ono akope ono na ekoye the business. I will pay invested. O see me the factory ni beba be sistema. But ye factory no a. Ye beba be kania na beba supply kania no to the whole Ghana. He didn't discriminate. Otumfo koto bas. Onim say ya santo at a secondary school o mebo a. Onim say fia ko be secondary school o ho. But o say o this yi ni beka koma wege Wesley High Girls. Bas no the beka koma omo. And what talk bas amomo. And so look at where the tribalism we are bringing in. Your problem and your person acquire anima. These are the things I hear from no. Me see from Accra Sports Stadium, Kumasi Sports Stadium, yes, and Ohinija me and Ohinija Sports Stadium. If the person is a statesman, yeah, and I then Kumasi Stadium, yeah, did to Baba ya who to be bekasa. Yeah, should be the division we are creating in Ghana no. Me see in Kroma na Obiaba, it will be very difficult for the person to govern. Because moja ucha obi mu ewo infantia. Ucha the office remu and they say moja. Utu kwa baby I am busa so kuta fanti and the my passport. And I say wasa passport and a futu passport and an passport a Ghana passport. Say an one mama nya wana. Me see this division when is deliberate. Abrofuna no modi sanjite mu weja. How they even fought if you look at the history of the 6 Ashanti War, say Ghana Wesley War now. That is how they divided us. Momo me signs bond of 1844 no mo years and 54 no me sign a bond of 1844. Momo any fighting munian ma santifo ne kwaji gold no. All that gold no mu ya any nyina ka buy na nka Ghana ko nanim. Enke ti say Dubai am. Division abrofo no is so seed. We free ha. Boundaries are nya abrofo na be ye ma ye. Except the nkroma buy oyi ka ho. Region where abrofo na be ye ni nyina ma ye. Abro, and this has created divisions. Besi nde. be seen there. And Crawford come no. And Crawford copy technology, creative jobs, no. Yeah, we are busy dividing ourselves. To the extent even media for who are supposed to be the voice of unity. Yeah, creating now will be see a tribal rapper. Seriously. It is a long time music sound engineer. Kewa ni say akodi ya aduma committee 12. We are producing music, putting Ghana on the map. Look at music, Shatawale num, Stone Boy num, and just say, boy, you of you kumasi boy ya wabe ya Kim Palute inum ne creating jobs. And also pushing government say, what are you doing to push Ghana music to the next level? Ne creating who are buying what failing in creating jobs. But who pushing boys here? These boys can create about 1 million jobs on their own. There be a creative division. We a Stone Boy, echo supporting another, and then a Stone Boy. I say Stone Boy the only right. Only a saw and a good team. You go promoting and Stone Boy go 1 or 2 and I'm going to vote not the battle. But we have labeled him. Ni a label Shatawali. Shatawali called Jubilee out of Kojiki, eh, ni a label no. Sakodia, ni a label, not then a Sakodia bear and market doom so. Only choice. Only right. To express opinion. The same opinion he has the same opinion but no musician or be abro. But Kwabroche or money in politics. Oprah mo endorsing for EFS Jay-Z and then Beyonce. They supported Obama. Obi and deal matem. Yeah, I dream work on a question. In class the same nintino. Ye giant issues na eka quite a juma gata ensure school feeding. And yeah, the giant we are attacking personalities. Politicians will continue to take us for a ride. 2020 cities, number cost watch. 200 Ghana cities, number cost watch unless we elevate our mind. See, I'm pegging and Drew baby. I am to demand from the politicians the power and the resources we give them. Say, I know me. Many anum penny for you or my connected say, a Kinsley prof way. Prof Bagana so obe contest nko for di sikasem o man to amano Kinsley Bagana so obe contest am and krom for our wife for. This is somebody who was to borehole. He has shown everything to our wife for say me bom o man to amano sika abro chada ba say a mo jiska won ho ye benya leader papa no ebeche until see a change ya dream. Yeah. We have become so money conscious. What the Fesikama on your class on see that we are blaming politicians, but ourselves. Yeah, any wicked people no. Yeah, bringing Ghana down. Yeah, Ghana for no. Obibano wagin pa. I say the oyen Debbie Yantuman Indumamba. Indumia cry frustrated papa na cry my papa yale. We didn't vote for him. We didn't even give me say many Indumananti so many times. O kasa krom say job for me matter che tika for the other by my nye de nyane kasa no no my induma abode say anu femfem brofon koten no mama didin indum na abode say brofon koten a nation that refuses to listen to people just say am yeska delegates committee ko share candidates just say ajiska ubusa mo TNT what abrocho ko Obama be contest people contributed Obama ska $1, $2, $5, and Obama di winning, you know. Yeah, just cut me out. You see why politicians take us for granted? In other countries, I'm funding politicians, they campaign, no. They help the politician, yeah, just cut and send it. Now, what in Ketwa? What the Ketwa because Nipan 1 cedi no the mawa, or kwaji 1 billion, or kwaji 1 trillion. Enti na Ghana economy nye ababia buy yesterday with this from time I many fee me be a journalist. Royalty free akonya so kra na me yakola na me sheda anye journalist. But royalty free akonya then MPP for ka musu we this car or pay. Kebashime ne wona shika. Kebashime ne wona shika. Ye hu baby etika no koye. Wale se ko. Atanu se betina akonya so woyo menum ne ade nyina ba MPP for credit twanyom. Woyo me o gaganto wonchedi. Kebashime ne wona shika. Kebashime ne Kebashime ne yeah, the case no court because he's saying, and also Bessin court. All these monies could have been used if allegedly says scandal or and pass will be a far. But the canina, why you make the and for said and you why you sponsor NDC supporters call World Cup 2010. When Chairman call World Cup 2010, the foot soldiers, money problem, no. When we stop taking, they will stop stealing. For Atamos, the year to chain. Even President Kufuor after Rollins, party for World Cup, I think Germany 2006. Party supporters union no crowd and party boys a fan party supporters. Instead, say the Baba genuine Ghanaian supporters, party supporters. President Kufuor time 2006, and on the quarter Germany, baby. Sikan Webby, and the President Kufuor Konya then kind. If you take Konya so criterion, and I pay, and I President Kufuor diska, Kebashimene, Sika Chrono away. President Kufuor Kufuado, Mahama by, then the auntie, yeah, the same thing. And I'm confirmed, and I want why, and I want why. Sika Chrono, if indeed there was money that was taken, they will take and fund you because you will demand money. Obia party bar, and yet I may join a party because met me up what there be or cogene coins. The grassroots issue. Yaya your form no, Yeni and Tia Gananya ye. Yeni and Tia Gananya ye. Because who 200 no, oh, Nipan maybe or sign back up, obey we are not the habitual 200 no. And this is a kaunim. And this is a kaunim. Yantiana, a itimeta in South Africa. John Kumaso also cabroche me bois. Your healthcare system this week, with Madame Fubi, Enya, who was 35 years or healthcare issue crowd was here. Kayanka. But I say, how a hospital be no. Can the hospital be like University of Ghana Hospital? Yanka those issues. I know I was saying, here I know. A brony bayent, you ever call 200 Ghana cedis. Yeah, Shirado. They will come back. You call hospital and never call because ventilator be anyhow. This year the Waba Kolebu. Ambulance so a befano ambulance unia the same youth at the money the ambulance of swam what they cost 1 year aqua de coins di I can another name policy never policy ambulance and then a ambulance every before so I'm saying ambulance or the by that be him and Ghana for crying go to 2 near man cotton ye ambulance mama the by na near wo the same Ghanaians say they show woman sano go to 2 near man a woman cotton ye said the STC any Kufuor basi any Mahama you turn basi Mahama de buy a VIP one no the same Ghana for no card no cry no de tono card no cry ne Mahama ya lolo bas near the card letter or the card no fro no cry mom to me or see bet now no agia no or see bet now uni card kwa betinum we will collapse Ghana the citizens of Ghana ye ni ante ye be good Ghana ye ni ante ye be good Ghana. When we elevate our thinking, we will be able to demand proper accountability from young Crawford. I mean, a video where I'm
president at that time, but nature schemed things in such a way that President Mills had to give way to John Mahama. Anything can happen. So, Nana, be ever prepared, like your motto says. Be ready. Anything can happen. And you can become the president of the Republic of Ghana. Yeah, no. So,
this is the video this week. They echo around baby say, I don't know which of their hoys, but a hoy for a big family, fancy caucus, more tickets here, no. People are doing propaganda. And I know say it's propaganda, of course, video no papa no say, and yes, sir, no patch. The only thing he wanted to say, just like Obied himself, the organogram of Ghana, President knew one man, why they study in Vice President. Vice President knew one, why they study in Speaker. But the same way, Papa no Coca goes, at Amos. And I'm so Mukuma Hamasa, no more the boss I did not know seriously. Then your propaganda. And you do elections, must this be an issue? Why down road, no? Motor way, Nick refine you grab go. I'm a China for no free China. I basic refinery. We are not thinking about that. And not my boys in any we 4 boys you. Oh, that they nano moshi we crack but just I said we know a Jumani hot. Cemetery cry a tongue water man. A Jumani hot. Okay, my boy to cry, my boy be kwaku. None one was it if you only Okada Juma be uncle deliver a Juma crowd California be. You're joining in Akoko be asem. Papa Yasamoka was just showing organogram. All he was saying is president in you into unprepared no. Because if the president is not there or not, this is just like a harmless issue. Not propaganda. Ebiane say ya kwa abato ananado video bi ebaye. Ya say obi amanisika eno obi nim say ya koto aba. Ya koto aba any political party we fundraising. Any political party we fundraising. It's here wakoje bribe. Hey, Ghana ye issues ye issues. Meanwhile the corruption issue now. A public accounts committee we don't even monitor. Public accounts committee every year almost city sika up pay na shegu. We can monitor this na ye jama media for no so say even when we talk about issues like that no mompe and they say na so the bloggers in posting yes you posting the bloggers can yes you can is serious. We have to start monitoring what is necessary for Ghana. And yes, Ghana, Miss Romeka said, we are treading on dangerous grounds. The grassroots people. Young Ghana for any form no. Yen ni determine about all. Yen any determine about all. And you'll be a prof and okopoko to a true book about grassroots politics. And it will shock you some of the things that he found. It will shock you some of the things our grassroots politics no report our year, you know. And no find it will shock you. And the who say Ghana no a long way. You have a long way to go. In fact, you have a long way to go. Nothing answer see us to buy. You answer see us to buy. Near Koi and your man and dia and ya bebre. Ya masu bebre. So let me show you this thing before I prof bebem just quickly about how crucial this election is. Just a quick one. Just a quick one. Send a message number and the American message number. Look at this figure here. Adam say, let me enlarge it so they are number. Let me enlarge it. This is the election results. Election results. Look at how I Ghana for any ayet. Election I koto ya nano. Election I koto ya nano. This is what it shows. From region by region. MPP ni NDC. MPP any NDC. The things we do. Then let me take you to the regions. I think me here say crown. I'll be home regions need ye. The regions no. Osha regions na. Ya batu no koso. And this is a half a region. Both NDC, and I always tell you, say, baby, NDC beko no, MPP ebe luzu. Now NDC winning in 9 regions. So if you look at how the voter region, MPP for just 14.1 because of EFS Amewu. And NDC 84.8%, but so 84.8% no will not even cover for the total of Eastern region votes. If you look at Ashanti region, where the highest number of votes, one of the highest number, and where this Ashanti region, MPP 71.6%, NDC 26.1%. So when you under in Ghana, let me take you to Greater Accra region and look at Greater Accra region. Now, one kasa, you take a decision for yourself. About to hear because you say this is Greater Accra region. Greater Accra region, MPP 48.1. You see, even 2020 election, NDC won in Greater Accra region. 48.1%. NDC, no. MPP got 48.1%. NDC, they lost in Greater Accra region. And NDC rather won in Greater Accra region, 51%. And this is going to be the same trend in 2024. That's my prediction. In 2024 elections, NDC is likely to win Greater Accra region. Because Greater Accra region attention, Ikutano. And when they come work, voter region, Ashanti region, they will all know where to go. Central region, even with Professor Jena no Pokwadman, even with Professor Jena no Pokwadman, MPP won in Central region, 52.7%. NDC 45.9%. Into why I take your decision. But more importantly, she lead the papa or back during Ghana. Lead the papa or back during Ghana. No, I'm a Ghana, afan into my perfra. That is where we are getting to. Leader obey a road. Leader obey who is sensitive to the people, to the plight of the people. This election, ye mistakes I am tungu, genuine intention. Forget it, yes. This election is the make or break. And yes, I Ghana no. It's bad. Baby, a Ghana is bad. It's a very beautiful country, big Ghana. But a journey edit Ghana no. I mean, a journey edit select your leaders. Leader be a break. And that is why the change is now. The change is now. Change now. What's the change again? And now. And yet I bet change your cockroaches. I won't get anywhere. Before I bet change you vote, change your mind. Because mind in the influence kokromoti. The mind is what controls the kokromoti. Mami fa prof from bra because I know I have a lot of research about this grassroots politics. Prof, I'm good evening, Akwaba.
Good evening, Afia. Net is saying.
Adumara Kwana, what is saying? Great. That's fantastic, pa. We book meaning so be launching very soon now.
Wednesday. Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Yeah, great, fantastic. That's why it's good. Say discussion way before Wednesday. No, what did you find? I mean, if Kingsley Beckham, Kingsley so was a candidate in a first saying he attempted candidate in Hawaii and Hawaii for Antoine. There's some of the very good people that you yourself you reject. You yourself, until if you are crying, cry your own cry blood for yourself. Prof of the contest or prof of course now the contest and crying.
New dropping off.
I'm not to my prof. I'm saying book or your book wrong and a book book susu near the chamber. Book near the building or mine. They didn't vote for him. You see why we are suffering? You better brache. Because in your book, a better than you hospital, Papa. You better brache. Prof, what did you find or research him in terms of grassroots to find a work from? Then I'll research him expose you.
Book idea a boa Emma yetime practice reasoning. The entire manage book of now in 1994, Bill Gates to a book we have friend Codex Leicester for $30.8 million. And the Busa said, Dentina, Omomu Ebosika, na Omomu Penim dear, Timmy and Yamakasi, Omo Epi books. Now Omotona Boardinsa, Essanse, and Niama reasoning. Our books when communicating by a boy made me reason to say, Obi a true book would be an architect. Our old designing book into read our only reason together on an issue. My book, no, and any Ghana's grassroots democracy, the suffering answers from delegates, candidates, spiritism, and then renouncing citizenship. Enti miangasami journey me buy a be contest Ghana election. Mami can we say wo contest elections na wa dwene say wo beboa nipa no a unlusu nipa no de lusu esan say wa dwene say wo beboa wo ma me beboa wo na wo se be me pese Kingsley na boa me a say wo na watwisu ni omboa wo enti ni bi de lusu hwe but as Rubia and Senia or Bebwa Kudru, and this a weird mistake in now what Trabama will be a omwawa. Some mistake, a beshall come from fear 9. Now, bedroom or a nan yama be brancassamopeno, a catchy. The economy who said, Ghana, the way you frame your politics, and yet. It's said, language political parties in use on the grassroots, a matter shall say, ye. Ya wonipa will brain circuits. And you brain circuit in a mature book in my church last year. Say, Onipa Casama, a semono, son will be fremono. A mani creating metaphors or wajimu. From metaphors, not fair, I invoke emotions. Say, I did wait here and any patroni and say, and I say, yeah, me and Sana me babano, near did me pictures. And then me a handkerchief, a shirt me ha, and then me time, my boy, America flag, and I'm saying, MPP. And you know, your free be diabolical, much last year. Unipa no besel, Porto, or Unipa, Oberpa Casa Daya, Unipa Nunti, Sans, ya besel dada. Our and no one more grassroots to know only the type of delegates. If you are who say about 80% of delegates, and young performer could square richly and on year demand. And this performer who your delegates are, you don't have professionals, say bankers. The highest whom from a researcher, a teacher for Kakredi. But so many nurses, professors, lecturers, bankers, and they omomuya in him, a being yajuma, be braining yajuma, until no one yet more vulnerable. And to be vulnerable, so when you panobano money 20 cities and 100 cities are a fofono, and it's carrying over Unimbia Yabayano and Vano. And a massacre for him to say, recommend you say you hear more professionals. I be delegate. But problem is professional no so perform affiliate ko delegate a omo wo hoda da no on fa form no ma no unya form no bi kra ebinum di akọ court me di nkrofo bi court amekodru court no court content nyina ba mu enso no egosi ba bia so your legal system no so your problem Because in Crawford come first one manipulate legal system no. And that is your democracy is built on sand and last it. Esan say so what share your framing and yet you toss languages are used on the grassroots no and ya dia eboa and kayamum. You toss the thoughts and actions are your language invoke no and what grassroots no. And your bed day Osha Sikam Crawford and sana Oma contest elections, every week be an spending less than 20,000 Ghana is 200 million.
Really?
Yes. And she said every weekend so because our team of Abanipa 20 I'll be diwechi. Omunyina no wi a omudiwechi a obi a benye sika ode betwa diane adi. Ba bia be ko bi a be hia nipa no bia nso no wo be momo ensuo onkonyo obeha ne be ba wo na betu aka. Omu wi omba abegina car no ho abesra wo se oh me meter bi a meje me school fees be yare omo no ye nkanka ho. And every 2 weeks bia nti say oh contest na for 6 months. And our contest na say every weekend we are spending 20,000 Ghana cedis, which is like $2,000. Calculate for 6 months now campaign and 1 year. And you know when nipa ni be no na odeka. And my research in show say members of parliament educating any other professions our Ghana. Esan say okobobs abusia no ebu obeton asase obeton a car obeton ne job ade ni fie bi ni muton fie. There was one contestant with me or ton fie a big room. And it's all just says he can not the Bema delegate, would you 20, would you say you could show my granny bedi, be and so on Benom, Ninano, to mature a day before elections, during the elections, a day after. There were malams for any assault on your bejo at the bonfire mount.
A malam for so elections, malam
there was spiritual for no engineering book, no almost wrong play, and there were malams, a soft for Wagana be malams in disguise. Omo mo be tell say the be no directions you say fa mo show bottom fa we say some microphone nyina wo ho enti se nia wonye no omo nkofo mu di we chobe kasa nia mai sika nia nkoye ma wo fall for that asamato because you will pay wo for ma ene wabusua when tuanso Ghana no according to them you true abano spiritually and say na pie hunamu. And ya woniama bebre wa different constructs our elections in mu a enya na nkrofo di o mani kan hwe no akwankyere bebre wo hu yankoma orphanages ade koto kwanse gu a runabout koye se nyina wo hɔ a messy delegates adwen enti sika ya de ma delegates ni nyina no omo ya nyankoma de nso agu so a wogi sa sika na umpo wo betrama no enti
I see
delegates na se hu emmobo asese ya ma obufu omo asese ya hu ommobo because they are confused. Obi kra ko anopa wo ho ebio wo ho enwumro wo ho omu gina omo so say yeba wo ho omasika but or the true abani bia wo hu ne diem enti candidates na hu the kind of delegates e wo ne how vulnerable omo ye any kasa o ka kire na obeti na se any hatred obeti me create among people any sunsum nso ne obeye etia sa nipa kro obi wo ha me ne o contest ya me nim no awo one constituency men can and once a from May last year I feel no watching me sorry film paso obubuka them so
it's a sunsum niama o ekoso kra na more than the election itself no
problem delegates omo kwotro aba no obu o gina kwotro bi obesu because on say when obetimi aboe but sika e de man nyina ya ye nyankoma nti obu wa on saka ne sika obu a opo kwotro aba na man.
Okay, nature say prof nature say me kwa me intro na me ye na me blame voters kwa na wrong because say nature nature say in the national elections about one year koto no cry chidi agene
me 8 book ni me wa integrity na de bia ansa na me ye no so me book bia bi so attest me buy me checking power other universities are doctorate students they are using my books no more for me go say prof nti wo na wo true books we I write better than I talk. Enti me niam nyina hye books no se na be ya wo kan a obeti asese oh say no be so kire enti se wo hwe languages a ye use a any actions a invoke a asese ye ho adwuma na education na ye part of every solution enti na asese ye bom wadi ni educate wo ye leaders ni ye won de afia leader bia leading in anticipation of ni capacity no betimi aye enti ye ya ni ye tebroche ni ye ka se nkamu yese ya me ba ya me bedru ha no me ni IGP madam Sabe me papa free more the police band buses me in the bar. Papa no a frame or chase me casa or me se me shiao. Me call in the office or so me so say your mom pie, your bomb pie you say. By nyankasa me hunu a wo. If we as say wo shia will be na hunu me wo mu ya wo papa wo. Enti your leaders ni bi wo mo papa ba abonefo no koso we kuro esi mama ya papa no. Enti say wo ya papa abonefo no ebetwem asen. Enti even among police service ni ye won panifo bi wo we won gang group, we won group, we won boys, we yi. Enti say wo ba na be nullify sa nyama ni nyina wo be enemy because baby odidi no wa be si ano kwan. Enti me person na me ma ye listeners echi say ye wo leaders ni bi papa wa how. But in Crawford, we choose leaders, and necessary. You educate you and say, look, Nipa me asan ebe contested. Me ka papa bia, ushia me no our Lisa hotel. I check na me di me birthday. Me money di ba me kai wo nipa kro. Me buy or your minister say, okay. Me be
Yeah. Okay, yes.
I catch that say. Me pese be boa me man because de bia me da, me so da say Ghana. I say prof, unim dia wo no Ghana fo hia. Fa bre de sika and omuhia. Now, when omuanya sika na, ubetimi a contest 10 times because one also contest different places awenya. Ye mfanto aba no ma da kosi se ombedi usika no mudi usika no bra. Afen no no mbedwe won so mbeto aba ma. Enti no kọ na obaka so be contest na oba se na person wini. Ye di obi sika be 12 years ni.
Oh, amu to me catch on nkofo na support us to me catch on. Delegate mo mundi usika bi ansa.
Delegate inform asem nsie.
Yo.
Omo be catch on say ye di obi sika afe na dru no so nti wo ba se sia di enru so wo to so be 3 or 4 nti wo so ye di sika na dru so a and you can't blame them because last election we try me new job enough constituency for MPP no nya wanya kra no enya 110,000 Ghana cedis yes nya wanya kra no e wo maybe constituency go in MPP not even NDC in MPP no I 100 at least each delegate.
No, Hona NDC for no more munya saying.
NDC for no depend. NDC for no sikani sa.
Okay, so the opposition.
I'm Dawson. I'm so Dawson. And the higher the number no, I'm a sikano conform. But NDC for number sinu sakakra. And the number ne so no, the list enya 110 Ghana cedis. 110 Ghana cedis. Obi a 1 year juma enya income 100 Ghana cedis. Now 4 years we are already moving 110 Ghana cedis. It's a big money. And the background what fan as delegate, I catch it as a woo year show. So we come out to about chat na for betre. You woo ya, you be you din every delegate listening. But essence or non so I don't know did the huntino. Then the macro on at least obi to me put kakra because at least a elections or a delegate, And you know, nyawe can be on already. And I have very interesting book. We read ya but when you ma bebre ekoso eno ne be yusu near the educating professor say an echo but say na nkofo ka do melovo no maka ye democracy say ne ekwo ye na yi ye kan sa na ya antro amfa ho na nkofo ankan am here reason together and solve your problems.
Okay, but mommy, it's very sad that they all kind even the spiritual aspect na dem but Kingsley also what ginada not just even but the areas of Ghana. From now to a banner. How would you assess because like I was saying, our quality would depend how do you see us? What from here to a banner?
If you me bacho me chow prof me chow for you. Me bacho woni my dear friend Gangalia or Ghana.
Gangalia. You think I am gang leader, but you know you stand your friend Gangalia.
Gangalia. Prof, akasa ba Gangalia for buefunu papa. Gangalia for
say musica no.
Koko na asuna ma for the telo. Prof akasa ba Gangalia for buefu. I think sir by and large no some prof kaya nyina no e be na wom there are a bit more why I think sir prof I understand you and I believe in what you are saying but a bit more why I think sir it is perceived. For example, the spiritual aspect of it, they say, I do not believe spirit or politics more Ghana, and I do not believe spiritual have any effect on the people of Ghana. I think the people themselves, among for na sabe, and they go there and they do it. You see, in Crawford, if you are about to dying like Prophet, but we are to a fear maubi, and I hide dying na manipano. But election day, Nedua, that's what be so unsure. That's one family. Hey, insure keke. Ah, maybe sano, one mammy. And te no quantity, ebi obetuati yaw. Me, for me, you know, in my elections, I make say it is hard for me to say man trauma me because we were 6 candidates and it was a lot. And especially towards the end, I relaxed a little bit because never baby, I mean who you know, I genuinely think that I wasn't ready at the time. Because I had to put a lot of things into perspective. And I realized me too. I realized that it was
you're ready. Yeah.
And that is why I didn't even go to the last one, and it would be say for now. Almost everybody would tell you say Nanka, it would have been a done deal, even though we could campaign here just for 6 weeks. And you know, it is hard for me to completely say it wasn't. But again, the point that he's making, it's accurate in many cases. Like for example, I went to Mekobebi and Obabi sorry, or say I'm women's leader, and women's organizer, and the next person to him said men's organizer, and I'm so no. Would you need a organizer? And Paddy B was 70-something years, so youth organizer. The youth organizer or no, 70-something years old. So the illiteracy rate is very high. The people don't even understand what they are doing. But let us also say, at least awareness. Gone were the days that we don't even know how we get our MPs. You know, before you be MP aba. You know, some few people somewhere just come together. So the awareness is coming, but still now, we are still very far away. People don't understand. And over the time, the politicians have made our country such that, Sebi, the delegates don't trust the politicians anymore. I'm sorry, I shall not say so. They don't trust the politician anymore. And you know, when I was call parliament, would they mechanical? Because they know say they won't see you again in 4 years. And you see, for me, that is the message I sold to my people. And to never be brave. For example, on the day of election, somebody every candidate and we are near Coco. I didn't do it, but the people voted a lot for me, and the difference was pretty big. Some of the people that I beat in the elections, I was surprised. Because the message I was selling to them was somebody would say austerity messages. I'm telling you, say me, I don't want to take loan. And indeed, by the time I was done, I didn't owe anybody. So,
but for instance, the prof can but sika. So said, and you're trying to prof with it. Money is made a big in politics. It's a prof say on only crowd constituency level 200 million. Then let's look at the national level. How much is Mahama spending? How much is Akufo-Addo spending? Because for instance, President Akufo-Addo Matisse, Kofo Bebeka say Sika spending here because to run 3 elections, and yeah, easy. So a lot of people say that Oba, I know he was broke. Right. But if say money is at the center stage of your elections, and a politician be akonya, Obeji is taken back. Whatever it means, what's so far, Onya is taken back. Be also Onya.
Right. Okay. Adana Akufo-Addo, first election, he sold a house in London. Okay.
Yeah, then, I heard that. So I can't let Papa feel or something like that.
Exactly. The second election, Oton Beima, the one on Graphic Road.
I don't know.
It was for them. Then the third election, Oton Accra City Hotel. The now were 80 in Chenhono.
I know.
Yes, and you can Google some of these things anyway. Those are prime properties. Now, even and I think Societe Generale and the Accra City, you know. So for these properties to be going and there was no money left. No, you can just imagine. Say these are $5 million, $10 million properties. You know, so for them to go and so money there, it is a major factor. And that is what I was saying. Say, like in my elections, the candidate who won spent way more money than I did. And so, again, I can blame it on some of those things. Yeah. But the problem is that just like you now walk Kano, and Ghana for Kano, you will look among ourselves, maybe to see a leader game. We'll choose the next leader again from Ghanaians. We'll choose another leader from Ghanaians. And our leaders, we are not importing our leaders. They are coming from young Ghana for now. So the question that you will need to address, they say, How is it that our leaders get to this point of our life and then become so corrupt? It is not because they learned it today. When you go to the market, there is a woman selling tomatoes right now, or the tomatoes are they are chassis, so that you come and gather and go and sell for your kids. There is a man right now, somewhere filling station, or the kerosene and mix it with petrol, air tone. There is somebody grinding pepper with BC to sell to the people. There is somebody putting color on meat in our markets. So I'm saying, sir, you are doing everybody. Pastors are corrupt in our country. Pastors are German for sika.
And now, Prof, can say pastors is sham come on, we saying money.
And so when they get to the national level, no, it's just a national corruption. You are doing it at the local level. Now we are local champion corrupt. We are corrupt. What I'm saying is, even our DCs, our CEOs, they are going to the office. No times paper back, no graphic back, no PMP back, and for the government to pay, wouldn't say you won't read the news. You won't read. But we are so determined to destroy the money in Ghana. And when you get to the office, was so light, was so AC, was so fun, and because on him say the seeker. It is not his money. If you when we were young in our country in Ghana, school, we book no, we and the cement paper, no I cover who come out. A buy textbook no, we just handle it anyhow. Government stuff, we handle it anyhow in our country. So I'm saying, sir, it is the cultural. We need to change our mindset about some of these things. And one of the conversations that I had with my mom, and I told you about a few before, they say the way we recognize people who are resourceful is what is destroying our country today. Gone were the days that people who are knowledgeable, like Prof. Muse, will come and they will speak and everybody's quiet. In the Volta region, no matter how much money you have, when you are educated, when you come, we listen to you. Now it is gradually changing to money. And that is why Votarians were going to school, because school was valuable to us.
Exactly.
Because when the educated person speak, everybody they will tell you, hey, let's listen to him, because wisdom is speaking. But gradually, money has become the order of the day. So even in the church, the person giving the biggest tithe is the deacon. The person with the biggest money, pastors will leave everything. Said, "Oh yeah, that's a woman tithe here." Pastors be jai bibia na be bonfire mouth. But let the woman who is sweeping the church fall sick. So we are lucky, prayer warriors in the Bible won't change. When you're lucky, they will pray for you from church office. So I'm saying, say, you see, we need to stop this kind of hypocritical thing. Ghana for no we are so corrupt, even in the hospitals. Everywhere, like people are stealing government properties from the hospitals, the pharmaceutical companies, everywhere. The taxi driver, everybody is.
Honestly, I want to interject quickly before you continue that. Yes. So we are corrupt.
Yes.
Yes. And the devil also knows. Now, Ghana Hano, your orientation, your education orientation, no, any problem, no.
Right.
You see, I wanted to understand ghosts. And then my knowledge and my learning, no, Eric really said, they are not supposed to be feared.
Ghosts, they are
They are not supposed to be feared. They are supposed to be empathized. Why? Because you see haunted homes. And I read and asked questions. Because many of you may believe in any spiritual thing. But coming to Ghana, and in Myanmar, you peer wall, and in mirror, because last election, and to me, no be believe in the spiritual things,
right?
As your catcher said, that is why Samuel died. You see, I dear question, you
I said, no problem, spirit in Yemen.
So they showed me, a big very live cow. So I put things in books.
Prof, you see,
because you put them in books. For
Prof, you see,
all great prophets from Prophet Muhammad, peace be unto him, from Jesus Christ, from Confucius, values, and you see, They came and taught us values. And she said, "What try? My books is about values." And she me can't Ghana your values once them. Say you need your values and LGBTQ plus can your problem. But you need your values.
Yeah.
And she said, "You're not Kinslikano, Onipano, Epen will be dear woo. Sabe, Oma make rabbit in your cow. I catch us all yare, as soon as you can open through her. And your orientation now. And from the grassroots, unia now because unia woman is castle sit anyway. Minim crophobia more higher. Ninu have fan will come say, Omudru, a quanso, a coconango, or no, or Fufuedi. Fufona, ye chaman, no, dear drugum, a maninian in Nimu, because a dana was your man on one more beyond say on only dying. And the identity here before the ultimate kunia for Danya won't find your way.
That is election area small crime. We will do West.
Yes, more. The values.
But I disagree. I disagree. Say soon ni elections.
I don't know. So who ya me who ya me nyindi.
Prof, who
did me say obi awo me ame constituency before election no we wini. Aka 2 man 2020 ni yakoto aba owu ye mysteriously. Onamana na no free moja na ni chimi prugu. Come constituency na ko bisare owu ye no. Na busia for ko friend saman afia nya ne mabia ne yeka but me go how do bukum. What I'm saying is unhu ade a me ni obi nyi bibia ni because me a scholar me nyi bibia ya spiritual ni me a scholar but what I saw until me throw book no as a researcher okoya researcher nya wohu and I would throw now leave it to your audience to interpret it the way they want. I'm not a journalist in the book.
Okay.
So by the way,
don't argue on this.
No.
So
because Kingsley said spiritual idea, you know, say it happens. Because me cry. But
that is just a piece of the book. Citizenship.
Yes, I will be very
renounce my citizenship. To see Sanya perform renounce from citizen to write about them, which is a
but Prof, that was a very big risk.
Yes, because me with all my heart. And to say, who can be booker, which means a nipper will put you a lot of effort. Yes, Diana Matro. It is a book no kaya, or who say yes, or nipper is sent up at and I say,
we'll live it through the experience.
Yes, it's not mine. Okay. But say a trottoir, a woman will be over for book Nibiano. And other foundations, many Ghana Library Board, so Muton and Profakaya, or be opposite acquire politics in Biano. That is I didn't say that yet.
There's more to it than Prof. Because Kingsley is also Kingsley.
I am very, by the way, I am very interested. I'm very interested in reading your book. Prof, you see that this is Mamika Semincho. Two group of people. The first group, river. They were about to cross a river. And somebody fell in a river and died. And the first group of people, they decided that, look, this will not happen to us again. And so the first group decided that we will build a bridge so that nobody will walk through the river again. The second group of people, when some person died, the following day, they came around there and started worshiping the river because they believe the river is a god. You see, there is a lot of things in Ghana that sebi because we call it spirit.
Kingsley,
I'm coming, Prof. When you were talking, I didn't interject. So it's okay. We have but you are. Let us be diverse in our understanding. You are saying you are a scholar and you have your beliefs, and that is fine with me. By the way, the things you are talking about, I went through the same, by the way, in the Volta region. I went through the same thing, but in the Volta region.
Because Volta region cried the kids the 2004. I reported in Volta, never Volta region.
I'm coming. Look, I did not see one spiritualist. I did not see one malam. I didn't see any of these people. I did not. Was this suggested to me every single day? Every single day, it was suggested to me. Look, there was an old man who invited me in the night. And I went there, I met the man. I don't want to mention name. And he said, look, this guy who won, this is the way he did. This guy who did it, this is the way he did. This guy who did it. And so this is the only way. In fact, the candidate who won, people claim in the night, our phone was ringing, ding. What is it? They said the person was naked and he was passing the place. Then there was nobody there. You see, and because of how I grew up in the Volta region, and because of who I am, I have come. One of the places, and people should forgive me. Anybody who knows Adakluwaya to Adaklu Patovi, as a young boy teenager, I walked that road 12 midnight. And even today,
Adaklusi are one of the places will be slow.
It is unheard of. The queen mother of the witches in Adaklu. Kingsley, I passed this woman on the streets, and everybody was scared of this person. By the time I passed this person, I saw she was looking at me on the street. I turned 360 and I faced her. And then she turned and went quick, she ran. But
say queen mother,
Yes. Again, you see, what I'm saying is that, but Prof, there are people here in this country called witches. Sebe, why is it that this thing that we are talking about, Ghana, why is it that Ghanaians who will die here? Why wouldn't we go and friend the Samai? Why is it that people die here, we don't go and call Samai? Why? If our science is not developed, cancer is killing people in our country, Ghana. Let me tell you another story, neighbor. A friend of mine, our North Carolina, named Mame. Now the mother came here, and the mother fell sick badly, and this lower part of the belly was so stiff. It was so stiff that it's like wood. It was hard. And nobody could do anything for the thing to go. The thing was there, and they call home Nigeria. And they say, their auntie Bakubi has been sick for a long time. This morning she was walking around. What she has transferred the sickness. So this girl called me, and I said, my sister, there is no juju. Carry your mother to the hospital now. He said, no, this one is spiritual. They have to pray. I said, what is the prayer doing? Go. And again, I pray. I'm a Christian. I believe in God so much. If you're Mukodu Hospital, the doctor said, oh, this is a muscle pull. But this one, when it comes, it doesn't go until we inject you. They gave her one injection. Less than 5 minutes, the woman was fine. More than 1 week, they believed it was spiritual. They were sending spiritual people to places. Prayer warriors were praying.
Okay. But no. I think the point our Prof is making is say, spiritual, but national level. National level.
Attention on my book, just spiritual peace, but just one chapter out of 25.
Yeah.
Now, I have talked about values. The importance of how you frame your languages.
Yeah, but Prof, just before I ever values, I want us to look at the national level, because in also my over 20 years, I'm there elections. Even at the national level, you hear stories. I've not seen one there. She said, "Dana make Kings 2004. I was in Volta region, heading the team, reporting for. In fact, we had almost media. We had one advanced team before election, 2 weeks before elections. They call round. They are monitoring to see who is winning in which area. Volta region in particular. One of the places, I think, Kwame Kro, Kwame Kro,
must have been Kwame Kro.
Kwame Kro, Kwame conference in Podis and Biakuya Meboa.
Yes.
Biakuya KJB. We had to run 2004 elections, proper general elections. Nakasami Mijani Kredu baby Mijani, because they tell you nominate if you are Jansia someone. Later on, she had a problem. No one say scandal be with the agency or whatever. But many if you agency someone you cover her. If you agency someone, I'm quoting. She will show you trees. Yeah, catch the tree and anti. These are the things they do at night. You call that clue. You call KJB. You call contact. You do baby me Jane. Photo me. So when you photo me. Kenwood Godfather photo me. I'm pronounce now. How do you pronounce it, Kingsley? To me. We're free mo.
Oh.
He was, I think, one of the founding fathers of MPP in Volta region. And for Tomine, NDC chairman who was there at the time, they had to come and rescue me at a point. And the spiritual issues, and for people believe in it, those who believe in it, they practice. I think that's where the prophet is coming from. But
yes,
Prof, at the national level, if this is what is happening, even at the local level, national level, to say what are the things that goes into it? They actually even because Kingsley making points about Nanado so to be president. Because the panel that is at the national level. Let's look at what Nanado is doing, what Mahama is doing. Ubuk no issue no. does it feed into the national elections?
It fits into the national framework. I think that book will bring light and understanding to the masses. Sonia Kingsley can another contest 3 times. It is our contest about if you go one day, you see the young quantity. And it's all beton, you see a drop at the air. That's all the bay. Then definitely you owe a busian as a woo near as a saw near my mom. And me books BI is about solutions. A crime ben ya befa swa. Ye nim send your brochure elections. Me Obama campaign Namika home. LGBTQ plus entering a man standing as mayor of Cincinnati. Because Center for Progressive Leadership, Namika home. Oma menu amukwa ye nipa 2 from every state. Oma menu amukwa you know your governors and as a state reps now. It was LGBT until last week on TV3. I explained how LGBT by proposition 18 and everything. Why I left. I'm uncontested because me a conservative, me SDA from birth. Okay. And to me, to me custom as it is. So, and I'm a true book now with Toronto in a research format. Now, who be in a research when I teach research. I'm funny say, you be said the identity of 2 free time, member 2 free time background. Now, research, almost say a man need a man into no to be free. You report it exactly as it is. That's a researcher.
Okay.
Now, if different audiences not be reading, so no be interpreting no journal.
Okay.
Some researcher here.
Okay.
The researcher and a journalist. Because journalists they are obey interpreters and I said no correct because my home might be and some what my house. The researchers who are professor, what Jane a young the way you train here, so who are there now who investigate now trace a linear or finding no nature will be as an obey interpreting no.
Okay.
Can be a us here.
Okay.
Because no nimu and all.
So also the research can even prove otherwise and show maybe another level.
We can always agree to disagree, agree happy. That's a scholar. Anything Aristotle said, it is the hallmark of an educated person to entertain a thought without accepting it.
Okay, Tipa, what did you see at the national level? Because in Kitwa Mumponi, for instance, so the because if you are spending 200,000 a week, that means you spend how many months now spending and contesting NDCT?
I spent from January to May.
So that's 5 months.
No, can't about Mama delegation in Suabetomo money, other cost, I'll be young microphone, I don't know. Any individuals almost in the Minasa would me fret, nipa 10, 15, 1 year or so, yet my share delegacy be no major. Now we have delegates with different skills, but Professor Albert there about policies, new policies, now it's from class who years say, Obi, our contest. No one who said yet, our contest, or try about it, experiential learning.
Yeah.
On the top, only pano nya less than $30 million yes.
For Ghana elections, national elections.
Ghana elections, in the national elections, in the presidential candidates, $30 million. And so,
are you serious?
I'm more serious than cancer. If you are 30 million and so she now that I'm see what her growing cost. And sika ya jiwa momushiagu from sika omushiagu from delegates from MPs. Even assembly members, come back GMC appointing on some one and also no. And to be Pia, where you say Sikaja, ya geno, and to would you see canning in a program, we see a position.
A position, mini animals and Obi.
And a papa saying Sika, because Jessica, your rose nurse of way, but apart from main rose in a crown, every access road will be a Fibiano, and yet. And yet, we see a dear Bakuna, me travels in Yadabia, me too quine. And America, Baba, me too quine. Me travels in Adia, when he said, without the good public system, there's nowhere a private system can flourish. Okay. Because Crobiano, the private sector builds on the public sector. And it's
transport. Let's stay on the cost, In the expanding, I think it's $30 million. That means that's
Nasikano reaches in cry a check and the bedroom districts, not the good grassroots, Not one elections will be standing MP, an individual, Senipania 800 delegates, not individual Biano, any primary so and I feel no main one primary sika imagine nyina nka ho da ye beto aba no e na obi a gi sika no afi ho enti a day before the elections you know yetimi kidnap candidates say one sika we am pamphlets na fa sika number ni shape na fa top up e ka ho so enti say yes adwuma no from region to district to grassroots na hwesika obese na beko form I no mo mbegi sika no mo mfa nko ono se de be hyere botom aye ne ho yie so enti sika ne bebre kra no enko so se sika sam ne ya dia ene na problem ni say drug dealers any sakawafo and feature ma be leaders because when onipa ni nyansa and democracy chance ye no ne ya hwehwe nyansa ni owokrom Greek for the buy no ne afa se be di anu ka ne ye nto aba so and of course mo America for no mo e di democracy atoato aso no yes da bi $71 ba we di £1 ba $2 ba $5 ba ne ye de mark we ya akwa we di obeserve your servant enti no bebu akonta akire se sika sei na menyae so na sika sei na me spend here on the media because media airtime se wutuaka ene bebu ha e face cost se wutuaka asa ma wie ni nyina wie ye no sika e ka ye nie enti ni yamfa nye de yamfa si library na sa na ye democracy na ye de ono no ekoton ne dwapade na wabadi bread delegates no and you meet each delegate not less than 4 times.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. And it's always showing in an in our discount moment we are now on baby no na where we near Bana to a 7 on your passia. And it's Oboka and Fanny said 5 million, which is average of even Obi was standing MP primaries. Oboka 5 million Ghana cedis as a sort of okay. So and it's all corners on declare an asset to Auditor General Oboka said Nami will fear me and son, Nami will car me and son, Nami was assassins. But Obiason can't verify
because they don't even give you access.
Exactly.
They don't give us any access.
I didn't want to declare no. You silly I know envelope. I be as public you know you be. And this baby no was anya mana. Won't even blame no. And you want me where omo esi ahene no delegates no.
Okay.
Now you educate you on because education is part of every solution. Say look.
Okay.
So just say sika no a. They say why do 200. 200 chichemu for 4 years. I know Ebeka.
That's a very good you 200 chichemu 4 years.
Why you say sika na we will be as said the obeboa mo a no baba be makwan ye bubenya astroturf musuo be ye na ye a munyina the common good mba benefit.
Okay.
Ko ahya wo bottom a oman no ni constituency wo no na mo bebre.
No be. Kisli mama mo mbrem ni wo de o mahama camp. How much is he spending?
But let's put something in perspective. Okay. It be 2 years. In February, Biden raised $53 million.
America, Joe Biden.
I raised $53 million for the elections. And 2024, as of now, we're raising $154 million. And there will be more as we get closer.
My figures in Biden also 2023.
They say 2024. As of now, we're raising $155 million.
Okay.
In February, we raised $53 million.
Okay.
And you know, March will come to an end, and we will get to know how much. And as we get closer to the election, we're raising more. And you know, $1 billion will easily go in Biden's elections. The only reason why we are concerned about Ghana, and they say we don't seem to have a system of raising money, and accountability is not there. So we assume the candidate is the one putting all the money on the table. And the prof got $30 million, you know, we are all screaming, hey, and another inquiry 30 million, Mahama inquiry 30 million. So that is the way it will be feeling like. But no, that they definitely spend even way more than that. But again, if we put it into perspective now, in America, $1 billion will go Trump, the $1 billion will go in Biden. So if America $1 billion, that's a said Ghana, yes, say 30 million. I said, you know, but so you can imagine, say, we definitely do more. And in a half for no crampono, they don't waste money like we do. For example, posters, flyers, and then give money to delegates and things like that. But still, they still spend close to $1 billion. And posters, banners, with all of these t-shirts. T-shirts. They don't do t-shirts here. And see, with the electronic media, the Facebook media, and then the people we are paying, like I had no volunteers, they will go free.
Exactly.
But like Prof. Ekan, what they saying, I went through the same thing. Prof, we are the same. I teach in the university as well. I'm a researcher. We are all the same. Again, some of us just decide to be who we are. So, the people that you have in your car, the car breaking down and repairs, the cars you are using, everything, your security, everything, you are paying for so much. Unlike Ahano, by the time you are at this level, the state make this available for you, the state make this available for you. It's not like that in our country. And one thing I said, some of the monies will sound a lot in our ears. Back to, if you are one of the candidates, I am aware that as far as Mali, and now yes, as far as Mali, and
there be mentia for Sika to come.
No, for to win election.
To win election.
No, we're talking about the first part. Earlier, this conversation about spiritual. And then I said somebody as far as Mali, and I'm the picture to win for the person to win the elections, and the result was given to the person. It didn't happen like that. So
so when we need
So again, that is what I'm saying. Perceive things. Look, there are things that will come to pass. Few of them will happen. Like some of these, you see this spiritual fraudsters in Ghana today. They will say, if you one bumpire within you before, and it will turn you for a bumpire. Within you and for some cattle. You see this kind of tricks. I'm a Christian again, so if I don't want us to go, Prof, I don't want us to go into. We will talk later. I don't want us to go into the issues of spiritualism and all of that because again, I am like you. I want us to.
But again, Kingsley, how much is Mahama spending average? And now the answer said last year, 2020. How much averagely did you guys spend?
I will be in the regional profits at between $20 to $50 million. It's an easy, and again, it's not Mahama's money alone. It's like people are coming. People come with resources, and mind you, like NDC for no, the doors, MVP for no doors, and so if everybody's mind the way, even here, we did a fundraising just last 2 months, in the US. It was in.
And I'm the cost support Mahama campaign.
We raised about $100,000.
Okay, that's a lot of money.
Yes. So
and
it was not every year. Oh yeah, I share.
$100,000. Before I bet but that also raised another question. Says, nipa candidate sika. Now other people sika. What is in for those other people?
Right. So if somebody said to me, say, you are doing politics because you have parochial interest. I said, absolutely. My parochial interest is that I don't want to spend 6 hours driving to Hawaii. So I want the road to be good. That is my parochial interest. I don't want to be robbed at gunpoint. That is my parochial interest. So we all have parochial interest. It just depends on what you are looking for. Is it just to your person alone to benefit? Okay. For some of us, it is the bigger picture for all of us. And interest, Prof wouldn't go. I don't think Prof will not go to Ghana. What are you going to look for? His parochial interest was that, look, we could have been doing better. And so he felt, say, at least if we have a better candidate, so go for us. But if nobody is going to go, I'm going to sacrifice myself. Look, to give up citizenship, do you know what it means? And
I know, right?
You go back to square one, or you have to go back and apply for visa and everything to come. Like, it's a lot. And the man doing all of these things, and then somebody will say,
for the love of your own people.
For the love of your people, oh. And then somebody is thinking that when I will MPD, and that is one of the reasons why I didn't go again. Because the perception is that and I will MPD. And it's not like us. It's not like let us come together and do this for us. Because for me, in Hawaii constituency, I was pissed because when the population was just small, we had one government hospital. Today, the whole constituency is like one big town. And it's still the same one government hospital. Even in Accra today, my area, water flows only on Fridays. And Accra, it is unacceptable to me.
Come on. You go sitting in the way.
Now there are lights off, so you don't have water, you don't have lights.
No.
In Hawaii like this, the water flows one time, the light is not on, internet is a problem. For me, we can do better. Yes. And if we can do better, if you can lead it, fine. Let me go and lead it and do. And then put off another joke on the side. With all the Drew and the Juju, our players have gone to do Juju and Malam. Chelsea Krabo Humbo. They are not getting Chelsea to play. They are not even getting Man United.
Yeah, over the last 20 years, if I
it's a joke that
I know. I like the sense of humor because
yes.
I like intellectual discussions.
Right,
so
right.
We are the common good everywhere.
And yes.
Well, so a quine school, hospital,
that is it.
Your president and come the 8 years versus Ghana. What you say? A 16 regional winning and regions in and you connecting railways to say Europe or connect. I wouldn't mean you might go and Quebec.
Exactly.
Independence and diversity, no, 67. I was there with the diplomat.
What driving for over me now? Yeah, to set train or one man once and go up park or can offer train out and hop on another train back.
I'm sure helicopters Nipa 56 Nicholas says, okay, back across the Nibaku here. And Pale will be Jawano at Yashi team. And so reaching the other district to be also celebrating independence. And this is called national celebration here in Kwanuni regions in the district. It's missing ultra modern hospital. Here say you better Kwankwa Bruche. And every year behind you see some modern hospitals, Cincinnati Children's Hospital, and as a Mayo Clinica, Bako, one regional. 8 years in Nipani Bedi as president, and you see modern hospital and Kwano 8. Ye BB minister be and now Panibi Yaria on 2 Kwankwa Bruches of Hoyan Yaria, but hospital or empty. Say a boy and one, Nanka IMF met me a whole minister of finance, bit me a catcher president said, or sign LGBTQ plus bill. We need a bill to $3.8 billion. And my president signed it. What is $3.8 billion? Ghana ha Gold Bank won't crop fee, and then crop a tank hotel ha, a hotel ha, and crop 4 ministers in crop to Galamsey. A besia China for the more medical approach, and no one bet me I face that problem. But yeah, idea one bro.
But Prof, and then the raise question now, Kingsley can I say. If people are sponsoring your politicians, say via Mama Nanado, a cheddar, Baumia, the politicians now sponsor or more contribute to say 20, Ukraine figure, and they say, what's him $30 million?
Yes,
even on the low side. If they are putting all this money, they will not induce your president to do some contact.
Of my book, chapter 13 of my book talks about surprises. And a researcher can also be part, to me, any surprises on what you observe. One of the surprises I saw a debt, any favor. And a favor, debt, said debt, one of the surprises I mean, and the other one, your favor, your favor. And it's one of the surprises because Onipan or the Maono, we see in Crofonia corrupted not hall. What you say? Or none of your corrupted and to above a say, there are many candidates and Crofobin sponsor. And to send a Kingsley can maybe the Miami Sika. Me back and I had a university and I'm a child of US and almost for 6 months. With the hope we say on Miss Samra back.
The whole
state of Wisconsin, every technical college, almost 16 of them, every leadership course, 15 of them, and I'm designing more money. That is what I do. I design leadership courses. And say, Oko, na se nipa no ma favor. Ghana ha office grantum tum na wo ha me boni. If you anticipate your favor, say me ma usika say na dey contest here. Minimum be a man MC pe ya nominating no. As I said, when you secretary assembly members, wouldn't him say way. And said assembly members no I endorse no be MC. Obekọ no ebia na MPP fo omode man no omu ni sika saa nti ubenya NDC ni onya MPP ni
that is what your voters in bebre you have NDC people sponsoring MPP and MPP people sponsoring NDC.
Yes, I know everything about Ghana politics. Yeah, when NDC former sponsor MPP former sponsor but who you know benya sa position na wachichi wonsabu wachi. That is a surprise. Say, look, as I saw my contract, and more municipal assembly office, a house, contract, mammy. Yakwasi acquire park with a contract, mammy, or no obey show the job, or back to us a memo percentage say, and you obey a Jumanitruka. Wouldn't you think I wasn't because or no Nankasano in such a room? And Obeka will say, Minam mouse can yamianka went to my deposition. And there are many leaders I aware, one of the surprises they said, on one himself crying yet. Wouldn't say a 6 marching from a bria basicophobia, almost to take one. Ya nyo, ye di tokron ye titemu. Enti baby omo ye duru ye no ye Jesus match ni we no anwa kwam besisa ko because esi. Enti leaders no any microphone ni di atita nya because microphone no omo boa omo no omo favor a man sika de buy no now they have become indebted to them. Enti the mummy hwe sa de ye sika na ye gina ye di no a ye mfa nko ba bia ye de hye ye botomutu aduane di ye no and no and ye sink ye politics ka gina primaries sika ekomu no edos enti ye betimi hate so ne anye demand sika bebre mfi omo contest na mummy aka se sika no mo fa me ko the common good ye roads ye hospitals ye schools ni fa nya e be boa ye nyina.
Okay, and also there I've seen two major experiences Ponka game at Amos Nana Kunodu. Nanado Alanchemantin Great Hall Legon Sike Kegu these two primaries no and easy and again I can if Sika we the motorway and Kabana and Kapotos in the motorway but all this money going to individuals and pockets na your basic class one kids name I remember on Ambusa issue here and Ambusa profit which is that almost sponsor candidate like they say President Mahama Bay Obianim say he's a potential to win the next election straight up. And people are supporting Mahama. No more money resources. What guarantee do we have? Say Mahama back. The same people here some a contract. Now even you so why I am comfortable Mahama ban confirm me. Every day I always say and Mahama na confirm that you know. The same people here, the people who help him. Yeah, more business. Yeah, Juma no good obedi be na man fa so mraso. Okoye Juma trokan. And ma buga pele ko dem. How are we, with Mahama being the government in waiting, how are we ensuring, say, Oba, whoever is sponsoring him, whichever contributed donations, or more than man, almost so Mejigan and Mosu Medicano, MS or more better to Omoka?
If there was a story told between two politicians, an American politician and a politician in a developed nation. Sorry, a Nigerian politician, and or African politician. Let's be safe. African politician and a developed nation politician. And African politician no call ye. And Papa no white man they say, do you see the road there? Or say yes. And now Okachen say 95% there, 5% here, which means that or the 95 and a year quino. And at the 5%, and the man, and now they Steve, you know, and they both laugh and they shook hands and they say, oh, okay. And I pardon the Africa, and a politician, they call, and they fear beautiful mansion. Now, do you see the road there? Or see where? Which road? Or see exactly 0% there, 100% here. The problem is that, and for me, I think it is unacceptable to be corrupt. It is unacceptable to misuse the people's money. But for me, at least, if you can leave something, if you can do something little, I don't think, say, Mahama was without flaws during his tenure. But at least we saw some things. We can point to the Ridge. We can point to Maritime Academy Hospital. We can point to the Legon. We can point to the Dodowa. We can point to so many things that was done. Am I sure that value for money was 100%? Absolutely not. But Ananado, the money that he got, how many things can we point to? So for me, that is a major difference. So at least, you know, 0% there and 100% here. And the Mahama, no, 90-10. But at least, you see, for me, if every government comes, so you are right, people will sponsor, people will put resources. One of the things that I was very careful of was taking resources from people because somebody called me and was ready to fund me 100%. But this person, for me, for lack of better words, was an older person. And then I told myself that I wanted, even if I was going to take some help from somebody, I wanted somebody in my category of age group so that I'll grow with the person. You know, because in my mind, if I take what you are giving me and then I work so hard throughout my my office and then pump resources into you and you passed on.
Now, who
then becomes, who do I build up to support me? And you know, yeah, they are all. That is why we invest. By the way, if you and again, it's not just in Africa. It happens in America here. Sabi, the issue of big pharma, the issues that many of these people, the NRA, the National Gun People Authority, they putting resources under these people.
The corruption ebi so abroche. Okay, you ensure say any corruption depriving. Yes. The was a call mine bottom. Against my approach on my cannabis a call mine.
And that is what I don't make us say. That is what I was saying. Say the politician story not making a short, Say at least them they give 90%, 95%, and then they take 5%. They all these big organizations, every one of them are putting resources under politicians. In some cases, they overdo it. That the government finds out and then they take them through the process and they punish them. But why don't we know the Koch brothers are Republicans and they put a lot of money in Donald Trump's election?
Yeah, the Koch brothers.
The Koch brothers, like we know all of these people, they have money. We know why. Donald Trump just had a meeting. Donald Trump just had a meeting with Elon Musk. And they Exactly. And if all of these people, it is about money, it is about resources. And Bloomberg, he was putting so much money into Democrat elections. On this kind of do you think that he's just doing it with the hope, say, with the hope that he will have the opportunity to be able to do it? And when he have the opportunity, a lot of time they deliver. So I'm saying that contractors, politicians, people can put resources under these politics in Ghana. But the thing is that let them deliver and also make sure that you go and inspect. Yes, it may cost, for example, the auditors report, or say single source sourcing was costing us 2 to 3 times more.
Yeah. Now, and it accounted for 60% of contracts on market.
Yes. So for me, why wouldn't it be that it has cost us 10% more? So that at least when we are 10%. Now when we are 2 times, what it means is that 200 to 300% too. Okay. So you can get 1 billion. You have stolen 2 billion. Okay. Why? For me, that is what is killing. So yes, they are all expecting something. They all demand something. But at the end of the day, it shouldn't make you, the politician, so much scared. And that is another reason why the people of Ghana were worried when Anado made his cousins Minister for Finance and the idea. Because imagine, say, if you're Minister for Finance, Edisika, can Anado prosecute him? If you prosecute him, and if actually people come to the floor, so if you put your own siblings and brothers in political offices, it becomes impossible to prosecute them. But if it is anybody else, probably you will have the guts to question them. But this one, because it's your brother, he says anything and you are just nodding your head. He says anything, even though you know, like the one that somebody is telling us right now says about to dredge water to the sea to Kumasi. The person has spoken stupidity. But you say we shouldn't say it because, like,
why they are not okay? Check that there is some kind of stupid so they are Kumasi.
Do you know?
That's stupid because people think they're feasible.
If you see, do you know how far Kumasi is from?
It's from Accra.
No, from the sea level. No.
On the sea, yeah, because Accra is below the sea level, right?
Yes, and you see, and in America, for example, that is what they know. And Prof can correct me. I think say Wisconsin and Louisiana, they don't bury dead bodies. You know that.
Yes.
Dead bodies are not buried because they are below sea level.
Yes.
And because they are aware.
The Dutch do the same. Dutch.
Yes, they know. They are aware that we are below sea level, so they don't bury dead bodies. Do you know how far Kumasi is from above sea level? So first of all, you need to dig all the way to sea level, and then dig another 35, 50 feet for a ship to go on top of it. Sebi. Jimmy said, if you didn't talk, it is better for you not to have spoken. Somebody asked me today. This morning I made a post.
You need to be a little bit diplomatic because one thing that I've learned by coming to stay home is that something that we are straight shooters. If you live in America, you're a straight shooter. You're a matter of fact person. You say things.
Yes.
I even have students who come to me and say, "Oh, Prof, you are mysterious. You are handsome." I said, "Look, do you understand what handsomeness means?" So there are many things that they say to flatter their people and a lot of things, and it doesn't move us.
Yes.
Because, but the little thing I wanted to add was that if you talk about the National Rifle Association,
right,
the reason why they will support Republicans is that they want us to the right of bearing arms. And they think that the more people have arms, then they also make money. There was a time, in Trump time, that students were being killed at, universities and other places, high schools, they were proposing, the National Rifle Association were proposing that professors, we should also have guns. So I'm in class teaching, and the students can see a tour of my tassel.
Right.
Say, look, so I'm a gangster professor now, right?
but you see, the question is that will they still have this authority if they didn't put money under politicians or politicians?
So gerrymandering is there. We have a situation where lobbyists will go and sit, and then when even at the state level, lobby for issue, you go and say, you vote against this, just vote no. And when you vote no, you basically library our area in your name. Some of these things, our
the cost to crowd approach it.
The cost to advance board, they say, okay, just say, "Sika me de mawi, but to ho, but they to ho." Na se me de mawi na se wo ba, a crime way contract in the media. So, and it's all banner one farmer now, when in any sem. And politicians, Nangasan, when you probably grow much or nice one, almost true. Now you can't was in Massem. So,
before you move too far, as a Prof. Kasemi says, they will tell you, say, when we vote no, we will build a library in your constituency. But the end, they say, if you vote no, I'll give you money to put in your pocket.
Exactly, that's the difference, because at least library,
I like that.
Community,
At least there is a library in the community in your name. At least there is a road in your community in your name. There is a pipe in the community in your name. But the end, we collect the money and put in our pocket. That is the major difference.
I've been talking to some ladies. There are some deputy ministers who almost $650 every week. And mama,
ministers.
Sprinters. And it's like on other areas, one from senior sisters. And some of them are Matiama Masukurebu. And a Mahubi. At 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and Hamono. For TV, 75 inches TVs. And a your mom weekly stipend. The promise is around monthly and so on. And weekly, only Panama be $650 every week. Your mom says, of the need to make a top Cadillac. Tear rubber, not their choba. None to be Busasa and Tisa one Casawu Juma. A bread is an air Juma bro snow me. Would is the capital Chama Massa? But that's what they do. This is kind of wrong, Sabin Quasiadin on what year. And ma, omo ayomu to, and no nofo. Now when you show me go down in your mom yusu. From the taxpayers and Palan College and all the Kwamus Riska, Obu Gary Crow betting the day in the bono. And Sikana Crow, on fine yadi papa. So I want to values a idea like Waha, and we need to teach them. As I say, what kind of prayer, as I say, we idea. You find the common good. So they change Baba could hear. So they would go to see a Tonko Praja Nai our area and came up when the baby and no Nelaki away.
It's sad because then I can say, or the baby because I brought you on a moon in Amajatum or movie Sikanibi. But they do something for the local communities. Wow,
legacy in your name.
Or the basic factory be economy be not there by the end. Or the back of Pema, and that's so sad.
I don't know what to on your brow. It is kind of what to at the brower or the other day. And about 4 to 5 p.m. our community is called a man kwan alcohol. And to minister as a 1.5 and over 110. Wouldn't say where you man kwan so there be.
Apart from politicians, police Nino, or Trimodin. But how will he boy Trimodin? Or more take it set to Skama Bino, Ghana's police, or Trimodin, but just Ganasha on one bottom. So for us, it is us. Police board you pay into the national kitty and they use it to do the road. But in Ghana, the police will collect the money and put in their personal pocket. The politicians will collect the money and put in their personal pocket. Whilst here, they are using it for the benefit of everybody. Even though it is the same thing.
That means they let's just say even in 2025, Ghana won't change with size.
No.
You see, Prof, I bet to differ. I think, sir.
No, me can't. No, this is not a no period. I wanted to explain, sir. Me necrophobia didn't come out. I catch you, sir. Prof, maybe educated person, but a bad me illiterate, and I've been shocked and asked them, sir. I don't know. I was okay. Me mabusu yamuno ya MPP nkwa. And no matter NDC baby, and I never fair.
Wow.
That's what I'm doing. And the believe like I said, maybe NDC into man who are cry NDC near, or you have been up and on penny, or you're purely NDC. And this sound near the war honor, as I said, some cultural barriers and tribal barriers, and as I see it to me, educating for you break answer. I say, I get some for my ideas. I said, oh no, even though what could square, you know, so oh yeah, dear cry never war man, say if you NDC camp bentino, and a politicians, you know, so. A politum profana gen say, so when you cast away or Kenya's as a boy and this in here, or Maka be obedient in the beam. And till no one is over cast away this in where be beneath, and then the trashing Abeka be and some Abeka piano, obedient, because research has shown, say, so we should game crana, who share based on the team. And to me, a Chelsea supporter. So make sure game Chelsea team na me team on no more bonnet and shut down for me. I read the game based on Chelsea touches. Sana Ghana for language at Diamonte, and this one language at the grassroots. MPP one language at the grassroots. Microphone, you know, think act
the same way.
The raw meat at Yaman. So, and I act on. And not necessarily young as intellectuals, and you're educating for more much as you say, and you do and die. And then you're such in China. As I saw your party because me papa not a pure MPP ni. Me papa na me call Dr. Safwa Dunia yi Rollins chini to me 3 times. And when me papa says me contest for this was why? And of friend me na busa say, but wherein lies forgiveness? And
because I'm a matter of issues.
Yes, answer na me papa be wu no. Na wati ase genti a me ko andisi. And as some back work at me say, Kwame, minimum come musania, yame ball. But some crofo when we say no motiano. So why we here? Wow, person the papa bregana for crano. Or no penny, sir. Because a bonnet for no dawson. And just a sican yetch and I was a wompa. Officer over quack with unit. Okay. Into whom Momo enemy no mokum. Into no show a year then. A woman was away. That orientation, no, and I cost was a kinsly can say, Ubi to tomatoes and ya pro was here. One before comes on me trouble friend you on her. Obey in your promo. Next time, make a chance, mammy, mammy, in your pro. Yes, we tried your there be also another mayor fine. Obacona in your pro sound. I pay any sue.
Okay, to me, tip of what I say, even if the Muhammad we need 2025, because on mine, a fabric, none of branch because sending message, Kokopuni, or see if ya Ghanaians are now unpatriotic. Everything is seen through political eyes. Imagine people refuse to celebrate Ghana's successes just because of politics. People are wishing the country to fail because any party and a war power. No, it's the okay. So even if Muhammad win here, before you have praying that Muhammad fail, so don't be. But it's me what Muhammad so succeed. I got regional airport. You see, so be a follow. We MPP, some of hobby. Nigeria
for all African games, 190 million Ghana cedis. Besides, what they prepare, 190 million Ghana cedis. And I must say, a Ghana amount for the year, Bassett, Domo Konya, Indian film. Imani, Franklin Kuja can was a minute yard drain. But San organizing Ghana, you mini gold and a silver in any African games like this. Until I say, you bought. On my basis, say, at least now, idea with little resources, you know, you didn't say South Africa for free up was a hockey more because you're pitching in here. So, but you know, at least mothers know where we need book of Bankumani boxing. Any under 20 or that land, you know, I'm a year in here, you enter the positive side, you know. And in my book, I talk about how do we bring the strength of both political parties instead of looking at our weaknesses. And strength I want this more strength I want people more here. As I say, a drew baby, say NDC we need now. Obi ya dear one people no opposition there. Young Pamo man and Cotinafie, but I'm gonna continue your Juma. South Valley soon I may stand for. So, because it is not about we and them being the winner should not take all.
Okay. I like the point that you are making. We should take the best of NDC, the best of MPP, put it together and build Ghana instead of. Okay.
That is what I stand for.
Okay, but Kingsley, I didn't know who suit. Say, Prof. Kaseyembo. To me, host all African games and it's been very successful. In fact, I think that the stars of the even the games near Legon, the entire Legon University, you know, and the students, how they came out. Oh, it was just amazing. It was just amazing. But I know who to say my ministry.
Yeah, games in B. I was there. Games in Makuhen Bebre.
Prof,
it's beautiful.
Prof, with all due respect, you see, and
the two bomb.
Yeah, see, we can't just without due respect that. I mean, no.
Two bomb. Say hello as a casa. Let's say a promo kutia or quarter. I don't care without due respect. You say, yeah, all the yo, but respectfully, I'm attacking you respectfully.
I like that. I just like that.
So I'm saying that we can chew cola and still be able to drink water. It should be okay. What we are saying is that the money that was spent is unacceptable for the results of the things that we are seeing in infrastructure. Prof, how is it that we are playing games, not lights are cut off? So until there was no human being to think, say, we need a generator backup, not lights are doomed. Like, why? We didn't think about that. For that kind of money, you are saying, say, when these kids that we have are saying, say, they got their bicycles, aluminum bicycles, a day of the event. Somebody said I was wearing 47, but I got 30 something on the day of the event. You are saying
we were ill prepared.
Why didn't you prepare crowd with it
at all? And to the extent that a country have to get out of the game because the theft was not good. I'm saying that it is unacceptable. Prof, in the meantime, why? Ghana, we have been doing very well. In these areas, we have done well. But I'm saying that gradually sports is growing in Ghana. We are expanding. We didn't even have used to have.
Excuse me, you are not growing in sports. No,
I'm saying that the individual sports, the individuals, a lot of our individual, for example, we have a Ghanaian.
Yeah, players don't even say fire boys, I'm high jumping. I don't move your bro.
I don't know
training pictures for them.
That is what I was about to say. I'm about to say, even we have players in NFL today, the football league in America. That doesn't mean we are playing in Ghana. So Ghanaians have gone abroad and they are doing so well on their own, and then they come back home to compete in some of these races. Some of these guys are high level above Africa already. And for example, Wokai Matabisa, that's young girl who went
Matabisa.
Why is he now? The country, we are not doing it. So I'm saying, Prof, the people won the gold on their own.
Not on the nation's merit.
No, not because we didn't invest. Do you remember? Ikote was one of the greatest things that Ghana lost because Ikote, it was not the money for him. It was the immorality because you refused to put resources into Ikote. So one day he went to fight. You said, "How dare you bring us $2 million?" And he said, Then you said, "Oh, we have stripped the national flag from you." He said, "I will still fight." But some of those things is what is we don't invest anything. I was talking to a church elder in Hogwarts, to be precise. I said, look, don't wait till the people go far before you take tithe. I said, whilst they are in secondary school about to write exams, send them success card. Happy success card, keke. And I'm going to go now. I'm going to success card, keke. Just 1 Ghana, 2 Ghana, no more. So when they come back, they will pay tithe for the rest of their life. So what do we get as individuals? So I'm saying that our country didn't do anything to deserve the gold medals we have won. We didn't do anything.
All right, Kingsley.
Before other point, Pastor Kingsley, should we investigate Sikano?
Absolutely, because you see, it is the same. Even blaster the okay, blaster the night called Cote d'Ivoire and say, you know, before
when they always tell me so much, this Gambian going to be a
if you imagine, say, yeah, Cote d'Ivoire, that is someone in Cote d'Ivoire. Ufa Elimina and Lubohona.
Ufa Santa Crowd.
And they were going to camp in South Africa. I won't camp in South Africa. And you see, if Ghana didn't shout, Nakamuko South Africa could do $3 million. What is wrong with our people?
So Kingsley, the thought process in Ghana, they say, "Obi the idea be a bar, project be a bar, it be a 1 student, 1 laptop."
It was so did home.
Thank you.
And no now be orientation. You see, me the Christian values. Isaiah 18:1, I say, God, I say, come, let's reason together. And I like to reason with people. Say, okay, send ya me dream in India me one. Any trajectory or path I'm from, yes, I will be here. And he said, "Me be ya dear, not so cassette me and oye bibia, metinase, because Nyama form in Yama who be a onimusa and no judge me by or no own thoughts."
Right.
So, enti yem plane as on mine, and one planning idea biana, it is a little chance. Enti I again say, "Oh, Accra, Legon Stadium, there, investistica, a lot of money was pumped into that." And Oko a beautiful way, he says, "I bear Legon property." And a village is in our games no more yen no obu ha obi kura hotel no makoje black bombers I want they use here for boxing and you ko yesisi o pa kakra na omunya boxing ropes kakra na ya na yi ya prepare but sika no sika puduo no and na make us a many iman ni nyina ya adwen say sika no ko he so the ministers in there ayana na who say NDC for aye a press release be said the minister of sports should be fired near that way. Is it firing and solve a problem?
Yeah, sikano ko nipa no ko aso de beko fia ko di.
Sikano sikano ko de sanya enya ne hwe. Apoya national procurement apoya owo hen. Sika ya ba ye nyina na ye say okoy odi ni sika.
Odi.
Adi say bi obi akoton do bone na wanya mfa say 25 million. No man 5 years jail.
Nante chikra bi
jail 8 months 1 year. If you could track 3 years away, obeba na ni sika ni tao.
Exactly.
So, and to say, we need a dialogue. Dialogue will mean you know, say economy. We don't even have an economy. And we need a dialogue to say, Jessica, some saying, and a Debia IMF and the World Bank. It's just a bank. And no more is the kind with interest. And the other Debia, you come, was the country tie resources when you know, say you're managing the year, you're you bet me your money here. I didn't only papa go for Jacob Bottom. Me hey, university hey, met me actually will be a memory ding. Our bamwa, but hey, condos was Sisiwa, April 50. So, Nipan soon himself politics no yo, only go for, only have a fool, Obianson Cassa. Well, I almost prof, I am one Mokasa, whom I can come. When we finish talking, because TV3, Biana Bethia, people threaten my life. People threaten my life, and now Ghana and Wabano, and Yebeku when you say, Yang see Yebu, Ukumia, Obeba Hobi. And you want to for a war and ready part because Crofona Woriano or sell no nonsense, Messan come myself.
Okay. Well, probably press any message, dog again, or see if you are incorrect, if you gonna call property to just say 192 million. No, apparently it's 242 million.
Yeah.
200.
Nobody prepared different. Nobody prepared different from near Omode organization. Omodi Sikani be your can no correct. But
but prof, we need an investigation. 200. We are not talking about small money. 242 million. Like where did the money go?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, a legitimate question. Obusano, as I say on mine, and the Busa Sikana fine. And your mom involved with your planning committee, Ninano, young from
incubator. I may say, Madame for being near Wuswedro Hospital. Or my baby no in this way because baby, ye baby new year and incubator crazy been or just say Winiba. Incubator hospital. This is the Winiba. Serious. Now you 242 million. Acquired games. We must know where the money went.
Let me give you perspective. When him say what about all Africa games and yes, sir. Do you know when in World Games now? World Games now. The last one.
Olympic Games.
The World Games now. The last one I was done was in 2022. It was done in my city, Birmingham, Alabama. When Birmingham bidded, the bid was $75 million. At the end of the game,
make a form game no cry $75 million.
I feel like to say World Games. Argentina 4 by Ghana 4 by Nigeria 4 by Burkina Faso 4 by Paraguay 4 by UK 4 by. I'm saying that at the end of the day they spent 66.4. Mind you, they built a brand new stadium, protective stadium. They built a stadium at and look, there was swimming, there was everything was being done in the Bowel, boxing, everything. You can look it up. World Games 2022, Birmingham, Alabama, $66.4 million. Sabi, now for more.
Ghana.
At least inflation crime at least if we double that amount, we should get to about 120-something million.
You said three unit classroom cry because we said yeah 20,000. A buying coins here, it costs 60,000. Everything here is tripled. And then they say, let's go to the basic. I didn't know because you didn't say a basic area. So, and the people should rise up. Nipana Yetimono, Timamofone, young sorry, Castle look. I fed ya ye. I then I do be a qua, or couple non quani bottom, and in the bush for. Now I can do here, blue pro, yetim. So, And then you know, Casayo, and Kayawadia, dear Daje, Ebeye. But on money here, and in the year come wasem. I say, and you're right, but would depend on chassis. Obu so MPP moi, never be baby or support it.
Exactly.
Yo, and yo, or support it. So be when this is not all can, or so end this for. Would him say, will be framing, if free, but some chukumasi, and I'll catch him say, Prof. Light of fire, Cosinano, young prof for Naba, Abaran say, a NDC ni, and on my father and a light, no doom na, no was so, or doom na. Wajedi ono ye deko adwuma no ye enti wan ko school ba pa bia wan ye but menka se obi so wan ko school o fie nyansa so o street sense enti minim sa de obi so wan ko school e ye professor krasa bi no nim fie nyansa utimi bloody two na eboa enti no ya beka sa akire no inse so be verify no on verify ono so de nam se oh ndc ni ya fa no wa ha de ye odum light na ogina ho na wasan so odum ono so gidi because obi betwa on tro no nim se be wadwe wo fom enti tro na wo twa no be gi atum and sana most politicians ye delegates no oba no betwa no tro so when do wadwe wo fom
and until full soldiers no until na ye dedicate ye grassroots politics important ye nyina ye ni beda ho sister bi sa Teresa send message. These are all the important issues are on mine what ye ka ho asem but bebre ye de to nchen na ye ka unnecessary things all the time. But men blame me Ghana for not to come home. Media houses look offer big topics say crab, people are not interested. They're paying yes, it's a very important issue.
Media house bia me hu ha omo ebisa say me man ma hefo na e borrow niema omo process niema 2 hours. 2 hours. No, you see me the way for us ma and go borrow niema also thank you. No afraid we free here. Media no as I say you focus on national issues for development. So you create program ya kofa oko a year Rwanda say ya ma politician continue TVs national TVs so na radio so a expert into your university the second way the expertise say ya na no abeka ho asem by ha bibia wa for political communicators say economy o say policy o say economics o say leadership o ono ba obeka na ban enti ba bia me say meko bia meka say obi say nipa say de ehia omo Ghana esan say ese we unify yan na nya wonti ne maso chechemu na ote ase a na ohu say na tie atobi bo ha na bi na kwesi say o chechemu na akra wa che ase no na aye ni say o defeat no enti obi use violence against you
and in na aka kosi asem a wo kan prof we need to educate yan ya wo from no so that ye be hu say yes ye be enjoy ochina than say nnenko. It's not about your party winning the debate. It's about say Ghana benya home for so na Ghana be konanim. But let me give you a breakdown. Who way with Deutsche Welle for you say almost say Ghana building new stadium. Almost say building new stadium. Now $145 million, which is 132 million euros. I will bought my and then I bought my sports complex. And we hosted a 1,000-seater Olympic size pool and a 10-lane competition pool and a 8-lane warm-up pool. Ninyina ka ho na amount to say sika na 145 million no omo local organizing committee na sema na omo ka eno no and I mean you madam Kokuyebu Akra omo spokesperson but and then they also said Ghana's also spent $34 million in completing the University of Ghana stadium. University of Ghana na president Kufuor Dada, so they needed to do some few touches on it.
Yes,
some of the $34
million.
But you see, we must check because bro, we cannot continue to do this. Abraham Kolati schools and the trees. Now, confirm coaches can this.
Just one line. In the meantime, no, the game that make us say the city spent $75 million at the year. You know, when they presented the bid to the World Games for no, say we will spend $75 million. No, when they came in front of the city, they told the city, say, yes, we are putting $75 million, but our city is estimated to get $260 million into the local economy. So they did both math and they showed everything with details. By the time they finished, the city got more. The city got more money than the $260 million. So think about it. Your mayor decided to spend $75 million. But the city together got close to $300 million. And the city got about $45 million already in taxes.
What did we get in Ghana?
That is the question I was about to ask you.
Yeah, they're right in the Prama GTV.
We got
the right,
insults.
Kingsley,
But Prof,
gave
anybody
the right,
right here, the national broadcaster. I'm going to be a national broadcaster.
It's serious, oh.
And almost the
Let us all talk about my GTV import to take it.
You see, leadership a failure. Leadership a failure. Essence only panel ye leader na and kobe bois amasitina again, and tisa traffic achieve within this time. Because some mobile say stop Biana, Olympic for the best saying, and Crawford were not watching the game. Now, almost the t-shirts, a communist, Nyako Chama, Professor Monye, you see, and such t-shirts now the champ Professor Monye, Namushan Cotronam Kragana flag, on to be Muwa contact. And your couple more say the t-shirt requires spending 50 million. Only be able to Nipacross or Tom or Yaman or the receipt to support that. Me na me yejuma ewo Ghana in a voter region many German buying na me yejuma GTZ small town water project kwa be promi kura wo kan nyina wo voter no minimum wo nyina German buying I will say ehia nsuo omo ma 90% of the cost Ghana buying am 10% Ghana buying timtua enti ye ko this is a sample common fund was kai dey ko e ho no ya ko jeff for 10% no percentage wom enti omo ehia nsuo no kra enti leaders na make my from the media to the leaders no baba boa no obi timi ko school secondary school say me pese me top bus me school we na headmaster na ka kire o say mo fan to ka ma me mom ai and dem hu bebre ka ma me mom enti leader na nko be boa ama o ma na kwaso no no kuani de enti ye yi wo mo na ye de foforo kwa o be say the same thing opa na say yi o ye na expose no o ma achi o mi nyina ye nyom mo ne san fa foforo nko I talked to some NDC people who said, NDC by then I will because a prof, man go school. It is NDC by power, me room na me come I'm saying. So you have the same people are also trying. Say na by back, no akoyet nia na ye kasa nya na bi. So we need to.
I make us so Mahama Bakwa, he doesn't even have free hand to shape or mind. These people know who are the interest.
If he has the ruler. If he has the ruler, you say Obama is the only president in Ghana openly talking about LGBT and I'm affecting the polls in any way, and he won. And when you have the goodwill of the people, some might not like it because Bebrewa will depart because of the free. Most of them, about 90%, politics will do and grassroots people spend money because some a constituencies now. Yawo a party bia one and crop for set and this were 9 people MPP was 7 people omo yawo position one national bia local level nti yawo chairman yawo secretary woman organizer ni nyina wo hobby omo so to be do mu sika e support our grassroots wo nti na man ba anya hwe no school feeding de o pese yam fama no no so anya bibia e den adi nti no omo ye ni nyina no o twese na ba beba no so e da didi. It is only one people now when you be almost reno. Okay. Actually, what my buy, and then I will die.
Okay.
Let me if you look at 2021, someone said before catching, he was bringing some medical equipment to Ghana. Now they were asking him to pay money to clear the idea of the Bible donated or the Nigeria. And I'm free. Someone said before. Or say, oh, yeah, airport. After sacrificing for the nation, also for Tom cry for home, you money for. Now, no, what kind of credibility else do you need? He said, I'm going to donate it. I'm bringing it to donate. If you like, take it and donate. Almost Debbie.
Kingsley, what I'm going to tell you will shock you. And peninophobia framing. And I'm day a year tremmy Yoko. Yoko, Jumo, my say serious crime, boy. Individuals own property, business, and crime. Any Kumasi Nicoforiano, or my brom letters are married DB, say, will lease tenancy agreements in an fabrom normal hair because they suspect them to belong to another political party.
Wow.
Revenue authority. And I said, meanwhile, Lebanese for one in India for hanging on, you must solve taxes in anything. Yenya, ye chromo Ghana for. And the embassy business because of yes, how and Kayoko, the serious crime. Obi a private business person there. The tenancy agreement on name perform a hand at the banks above and care for obey. The Ghana Revenue Authority, and so Yenya you harass and for. So we are enemies of ourselves. And as a dedicate here was said, Obasanjo, Ekri and a man, Dangote ebe billionaire. Obasanjo created Dangote. Why can't we create a young Ghana for being billionaires? No one to be near the human no fire. Na Ghana niche business as ya. We have that psychological problem. Ukromoni said the woman makra no officer if you are nekoswa. Or no any man mean and Becca say, no anya day. I don't know one or ye, na a time above. Now, so if you're dear origin or Jim Busoni, you know, and you're not one of my member.
Okay. Earlier, I will make you point about leadership. Baby, a failure, media for no failure. And as somebody was sending a message about media for said, okay, Sebi Brumonimu and Kwasia interviews. Issues like this, a year of national interest. I Kasa Bagana, your taxes, monitoring because Sika, Ghana, mine Sika. Says he cannot throw country said the air coins, no $200 and something million more they acquire games. We must know. Don't was send Amudisi hospital. Just say it's just unthinkable how wicked we are. But you don't blame anybody. Media for we've lost it. Issues to say now what's he discussing on there be
Atemudie media mu we di we atem we ka say we say beef hunu. Meanwhile, no, who a country we are poor. And you know, about the kind will be a kind of double steps. And young planet.
But you can't blame them. You can't blame the media also alone because the people have chosen what they want to listen to. Because if Kennedy Japan or Boakra, you go to his life and say Boakra, you will see 50,000 people. Go and watch somebody sensible talking sensible thing. You will see 3 people watching. Go to some Slay Quiz page and he has 1 million followers. But go to somebody who is giving small sensible information.
Exactly.
5,000 followers. So again, the media see that is what you want to consume. They'll give it to you to consume.
Exactly. The point I wanted to make is sensationalism in the and the media, no, they have 3 mandates. They are supposed to educate, inform, and then entertain. It seems entertainment, you know, and a Ghana for pay. Na Ghana for a soldier for prayer worker a Jamao. Demonstration cry a Jamana man for ye did you grow because the entertainment.
The serious countries, the serious countries.
We are celebrities to Ghana, no, only a pro for them. Educated ma, only MT and CEOs, and there will be any more. Se obi a wako school papa onim dia okasa obi antie but yenim microphone bi se na kins luka no se obegina wo so okasa no obedi dia temo a so hwe nipa ekonokotie and because of that the youth are picking say atemdidie cry normal so edidi obi atem ya the values and tisa ultimate ndi opani atem sa ya me nana they can assembly no can say osimedina tem and you know won't mean penny in kasa just anyhow as I say obuo ebam but youth no you picking from the media no it's all about ye didi atem ye say obetimi akasem kra se be obeka asem nipa no echi no obekwa wo asem aka ekura no wedina tem
the point na Kingsley making it say the media is responding to the society we have. Society
that is true, but the media also has a responsibility to educate and inform.
The people don't want the education.
I'm saying, what I'm saying is that the media can only sell. Now, if you are a media house and you've taken brilliant maths and science quiz, I know the name has changed, to MTN, say, give us money to do this. And MTN said, we don't have money. But you've taken Miss Ghana 2020 and MTN said, Jessica, what will you go and put up? Because the one that has been funded is what you go and put up. So brilliant. You see, they will do a whole quiz. People are excited about it. They have money for 2,000 Ghana cedis. But they will do some useless show and then they'll give the person 1 million Ghana cedis. So I'm saying
what I do on my part is a Kaufman or a Madame Fo. The quiz mistress, National Science and Math, Obetrami office RBT, MIDD, 18 Common also was at Pennsylvania. And decided she was even married to a white person. And in the man training on a white person, no decided I want to come back home and make an impact. The same reason why I have. And you didn't come out our bridge, you go through Gentia in a bed. So, some person back of crack. No, my baby, I feel I'm back stories. Some quite bridge, but some buy and Yama within the second year, which PhD versus 4 years, the essay, and people see us. Oh,
the Father Boagana.
Because it is a fair, sir. A crane, I made show to Mono. Also, so do poor Yanum, Ebiana Mantinian yet. The leaders are young to me, yes, but a Yano. As I say, young Resiwomo.
You see the point.
Mantinian, ya, men town. Later, they took over, and I've seen the signs. And Colani do a while, the near break, or Beso Sadia, or near corrupted. But first, a normal office or your weird, as on one year, woman is was one is way free here, the other way. Those are the people I pick. And the catch on say, oh, you're weird, you're right. But as I say, yes, your situation as a country, twisted. And in Yama Bonnie, who Bonnie say, a papa,
and a papa,
a bonnet.
I'm joining almost share movies. Halifax and Sando. Me, I mean, you have been Halifax or you're high. Are you okay? For me, see, you are being very practical and honest with the explanation. The challenges now, grassroots, mono, spiritual one. Yeah, no, see, it is clear. So we've institutionalized the monetization of elections at all levels, from the grassroots to the top. It's in the good leaders. No, now both the givers and the receivers of the corruption money, I'm not prepared to change that arrangement. We, the people, are our own problems. Halifax, fantastic analysis. Also, senior journalist, the givers and the takers, the givers and the takers. But the point is now making it absolutely fantastic. Say, Ghana for one who don't even want knowledge.
No,
because baby, are we investing on what you consume in terms of the UTN at the end? That will show the kind of person you are now. Who consumes you are not going to get anywhere.
Yes.
But Prof, not Halifax or per book in the money who be into my point. Remember what baby on book in the
launching of Academic City University Wednesday or Chinechi at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m.
I think you need the back as maybe or be interview on the program. So
because a best the way I am doing politics.
Okay. And the bachelor link no okay FM. Ubeti mean so I join in now the views about Kingsley before I call. Let me ask you what's a video wait. I want you to respond to this video. The video that go focus a Professor Hoya Sama or and I say Fanti Koko some person Muyi Mahama if you are not Professor Jena no Pokwadma, but he really is a statement mum there. But once you are what do you think?
I think that I agree with him that what he wanted to say was clear, which had no malice in it. Basically, I mean, I don't think that it's something that needed to be said. Professor Nana Pokwajiman, she needed to be ready to be president at any time. That is what vice president means, right? And the Speaker of Parliament needs to be ready at any time because that is what Speaker of Parliament means. And if that is what it means, the only thing is that, and that again, we are in Ghana. There are things that, well, especially when you compare to 2012, then you could hear the people say, "Oh no, we don't want any death here, we don't," because you see that is the way it came out. And again, I'm glad, sir, he apologized, he took back his words and walked it that back. And by the way, it was a beautiful event. People were also nibbling and drinking and all of that. So there could be other motivations as well. And I think that it didn't come out right, but I think that his intentions were appropriate.
There's even agenda to clear Mahama. No. This is the video. No video. Nena. Where you can see a
yes,
that's
a
so he didn't mean that the money said, "I'm going to say Mahama free one night." No, president and I say BBC.
No. Mind you, Mahama has been a darling to all of them. So mind you, again, the issue for which they fell out, again, speculations. The issue for which the fallout with the founders and Atta Mills was because Mahama was chosen. And that was the same thing that led to the Ahoys and the founders being the issue that happened. So again, Mahama is in the good books of them, and so I don't think that they have any intention.
We are talking Mahama or good books just because I selected Professor Jena not Pogwedman from the Fantico community. Now Mahama has been accepted by.
No, that is not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the rift came because Professor Mills chose to pick Mahama. That was the begin. That was one of the rifts. And Mahama has.
No, won't play Mahama.
No, not now. They wanted Mahama, but the establishment wanted somebody else. And again, if you remember, then some of the somebody else people said we wouldn't treat him with kid gloss.
That was Nana Kredu said it. Nana Kredu said that. Yeah.
If yeah.
Well, public knowledge, they're not going to the cancer. Yeah.
Yes. And so, because there was a trajectory we were supposed to go to, Professor Mills said no. And again, mind you, the Hoyes and the establishment, there was a rift, and that was because when John was selected, that was a good thing for the Hoyes. And to know he is a darling to them, I don't think that they mean malice. I don't think that there was any bad intention. I just think that, again, if you look at they're having holding drinks and all of that, and alcohol.
What's it fake? Because factions that went this immunity deeper than
yeah. Mamenka is an insider. Professor Hoy, I am a mentor. So we've talked. And Nana Jane is somebody I chat with. Watch my dear at University of Cape Coast. When she heard say me you didn't come up. Kwesi asam no kind no. Sometimes the best intentions could go wrong.
Yeah.
He misspoke. Na okasa wie no, maame nankasa eje microphone no, okan say Mahama will finish the term.
Yes.
And idea or as a professor and say or correct because he said
yeah
that nankasa asem no si ho. And so and si ho ebinom e de koma media ne grofo mo chroe MIA say in fact there is even the year atoga na Sandy Abraham Missisia I deputy communication officer of NDC said all chairman of NDC all constituency chairman actually said
regional chairman
and I say you fake and it's been fueled by the MPP for say but onipa no ya de no or say one can say ye. It's an unguarded moment. No onim se sana entina there be a chere metacognition. Mika education there I love education. Metacognition is onipa bia we politician abekasa dwiasem no kan bo trim say asem ye pia
asana but won say na political event a party Thanksgiving party
it is a utwa kakra no a omo no musane because I was surprised that in NDC people were able to eat and drink freely when we've heard about poisoning and everything I know
I'm gonna make my town hat from the politicians engage and try
because and yama be blow what you were bridge that said John Kuma me through Poku and I handed over to him as SP. Now Elijah and John Kuma deputy. And so I know
people have done that. Yeah, media for
and the media now so best and now me the poison and now they say Sanya man fool. So Ghana for the Becca chose a big Becca chose a medium in packing kind.
Okay, into any the NHS said there's no agenda to remove Mahama.
Agenda be anyhow.
Now factions now on Fanti Caucus. No, they say they are back to
Caucus. Any problem be with Mahama.
With Mahama, okay.
Answer na ye be na Nigeria. Me grant interview. Our radio good. I said it is too late. And I go on this platform here also. Say it is too late to replace na Nigeria because there were other people who wanted a year. So people were talking about the age. Mahama knew what or better at the age, but in his wisdom. No, Mahama wisdom we say woman and Nigeria will be our position. And yet that kind of overly ambitious and make position there way. All that she's looking for say then I make me a yabua even at my age. So but many American say as I say honestly I am more because every central region yes NDC lost in central region even though she's coming from the place as I say I am more. So,
but you know the fault. Party in the more. She's not a politician. You don't learn how to use her.
And I make a choice. You see, people think say be a professor when him buy a thing, but my many are very humble. And you maybe one so and ya wouldn't mean yet. My more example, minimum beer, Wako Square headmistress. Or standing assembly woman. Neya Kachan is say, or man the soon, I imagine soon. And Tiantuamano. But or no as headmistress, no on to mean Kusara Macha, the BBM, we know what to say, be a will be a Maquacosun. But Omomunya Jumo Mutifide, no Mukosun. I any age
crazy. Okay,
so
I disagree. Obetimi, there were lots of things Prof. Samuels did. Obetimi, NDC no who said Ombe Yusu Mamini. She can do it.
As Obano, Obetimi market.
That no. She's not a market campaigner. But she's a whole professor. She is not a market campaigner. Men limiting it to gender. Prof, men limiting it to gender. It's not about gender. It's about using it. But
me say as Obano, and never be bro me ya member yentimi yet. Me miss never bro mao. So, and never be was or background more foot one instinct. I just say, idea we me dream we say ya. No so the time far it's me wow.
Okay, very well.
On her own, because on you be able to catch and Mammy Quasi no acquire. Or you whom you knew some years.
Okay, Prof. I still disagree. I know how to direct her. You have to direct her. She's not a politician, she's an academic. At least they make your point, you know.
Yeah, Prof, I think so. And again, Prof mentioned something which he of course obviously debunked. And which very people are carrying so much, the succession plan near there. I am like, why? Did we not know that after Kufuor, Nana-Addo was the next in line for President Kufuor? Did we in the NPP? Did we not know that? Why did Kufuor not pick Nana-Addo as vice? Because Nana-Addo was not the vice. Ali Mahama was the vice. And you know, I'm saying that the next in succession for the NDC doesn't necessarily have to be a vice candidate. And you know, that's what the majority leader, Asamana Okan said, the NDC does not have the plan of succession near idea. Why? Have you seen the MPP having succession? Just because for the first time, you people have elected the vice candidate. We have been doing it for years. And you know, you people now understand succession than us. But I think the statement both of you are making is accurate. I think that the party itself and again the machinery, the establishment, we need to do better, because the lady will speak and she's very intelligent, she's very fluent in other languages too. So you have to tell the person, say, when you get here, do this. When you get here, speak fancy. When you get here, speak cheap. Like, it got to be done. And I understand what Prof is also saying, but I agree that the people of Ghana, look, one of the reasons why we won the 2008 elections was the house-to-house campaign. And I always tell people, say, the most expensive resources that you need in every election is to be able to speak and to be able to walk and learn how to shake hands. Those are the most expensive things that you need. So she should be able to.
I said, so for buy a use no crime on yet walking, shaking hands. No.
Right, but she can also initiate some of this stuff. Like
when only Prof, yeah, you say
that is why I was saying, say, I agree with Prof, because that is the biggest thing that you need. You don't need anybody to tell you, say, in your Botemuho in central region, look, just get down, talk to as many people, shake as many hands. It is free. It is just do it. You don't need the party establishment. Look, I was going to share in the last NDC elections. Two people were contesting the same office. One of them, I don't want to mention the office, one of them goes there, and there were only two people who can vote for the person in every constituency. There were only two people who can vote for that office in every constituency. One of them go there, and even in midnight, she pick a phone and call those two people and talk to them and say, hey, I am going, take this, spend some time in their house individually, and it's gone. The other person goes, and then there is a gathering around her. And then they take about 30 minutes, about 3 hours of her time. She ended up doing about 2 or 3 per day. This person who was calling people spends about 50 minutes in your house, 50 minutes in this person's house. You feel, say, was spending time even with you. And what she's giving you, even for example, if the person gives you 150 Ghana cedis individually, it's 300 Ghana. But when you go and do a group, you have to pull at least 3,000. And still, that one person vote for you will still
do when we need.
You see,
and the message is that Prof Nankasa must endear herself. One fan wants to campaign him.
Exactly.
Sit here and say what the
No, Prof, no. I was agreeing with you.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. I disagree with you. Prof, where am I from? Please.
Professors, because yan ya beno ya kasa chere say ya oh madam son of friend madam enti no an so be fra say so prof opafa ayina kodwam na busa say tomato say ya hen gari ya hen na fa camera ba ko di wachi na yi na the way Ghana for betie so okay. Because
Prof, the ball is in Prof Jena no pokwaj my hair.
Yes, Prof.
Get to the ground and
if I was disagreeing with you, I was making my point to support your point. So I wasn't.
Thank you. Give me a handshake.
Yeah. So we see what you are saying right now, and that is what the fear was talking about. That you see, and you have to be used, and you have to allow yourself to be used. Because, so, like what Prof is saying, it doesn't cost much for you to do some of these sensational videos and go to the market and say, "Brother, hey," and the first, now you're saying, like, post it as many times as possible and let us keep it moving. You don't need much. I'm saying that you could have just stopped at the KK sellers who are selling KK at the roadside there. Shake all of them their hands, leave some flyers and posters. They will keep it. They will remember that moment of that one handshake. That very moment. Prof will go to Pando, shake hands. Sir. He was not doing any platform, anything. And he will shake hands, he will go to this town, and people were just touching hands. He was just going.
As I'm doing anyone.
You know,
Kingsley, the message is clear to Prof. Jenano Pokwadman, whoever is a secretary and an assistant, we have all agreed. So, also make impact in the election because it's not just about helping Mahama as the running mate. It's not just about as being the one of the very few women in that entire office. Because you're Oba in that level, that being Oba, you are representing all the women in Ghana. And you are representing the men too. Conform who say you can do it. Go to the ground and work. Jaisa Osha de Maria Ameliane Ayo. I will plan by now. Professor President Mama, you were boarding. Yeah, because seriously, President Mama announced you that get to the ground and let's see you working. Boots on the ground. Work. They say Mama formula back strategy Mukranka also bet you Amuka. But Mama strategy back for camera so you are even looking at food prices, inflation. Cost of living, conditions of service for people, workers. We teachers a crime. I know you teachers cost right. You couldn't even go to them to solidarize with them. Then what is your condition? How is it? Musala, is he able to take you home? All these opportunities, the handlers must advise their accordingly.
The politics in the Ghana Teachers Union is too much. Let us see.
But there are other avenues that she can work on. But
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, my for Nimrem. Nana, you can. Nana, good evening.
Good evening, Mafia. Michelle, no, paying for you and Omakasama Mania, Papa, Pasia, and the Biam. Say, you been penning for Omobeka a virgin of mine. Name queer party. The Biamcas is a new circle as then free Timudia. Ghana, you have a long way to go. And no one can say a bifar affairs and central for I'm said the Biana central for no Ghana for a radio phone. The Bia MPPNDC. Yam for or more on Bema or minor junior may actually Nipan say, saying your money be chumpon, yam fast uncle for the Biana from the MPPN no to or one as a bachelor economy. Watch the way is it about or bachelor. And so on call who school and when be other. And she said, in your son penny for saying that they be almost dear, I be more minor to Puma and Cape Boy. Ye penny car before delegate system. Delegates no, I'm saying Camadrian no, and parties no, any be say. Say, do say ye cotos are banoa. Or my engineering in ano. Ye dimunamo say a year at all, so I do mean I say a Kufodi Lumina delegates in a Obian Canasem. Obi fetching ko se obi munina mugina hono makomo munina mo asem enti nkano be ma sai siketua no em se nketo atwa bai na me se obi we kwa no akose we echi nti u se we echi o se usu tue kese e be betimi amafo betimi ate o no everything wasema wo kan no enti nka se eyi na ye kwa eyi Ashanti region mpanyimfo nyina omo ejina nyina no akokotena akoshia delegate no bia kana asem
okay
o police ade ba no na mo kan mu wi a na say ye ko ha ni ye ko no sa ka ba sa na gam sen ka ba ma sa siketwe bebre no eso ate na nka yetimi di aboa ama o man no so aye ntibi ene de mani age pa nsem mpanyimfo na ka no ebeboa nke nya sa nsem cha de bi etia nka beboa na ye radio fo na e wo Ghana no o mu ntimi sesem kakra na ya no to da nsem o mu ka che nipa no enti se nipa na adwene
okay
go nsem o mu ka che Ghana fo na ye to na metia radio station bibiri enya ade mpuntu ba ensem hungu a
Okay.
No
And no, Kingsley so chair muche say Oman for no so can o ti abrochenti na bia hu ni sa na Ghana for na yetimu no de bebre no omo so mpe o de party fufu CPP for na ade kra ba mu ntie omo pe NDC ni MPP sa yo en no mpe na na am pacho mama good evening ni akwaba
Daniel nie
ewa uni pa na aba no Free Ghana ba o si Ghana enye kwa ase nkoye na mti asa ye be discussion o
Makacha MPP before say we hear sika man njen o say
rich man
Oh, Prof, Madam Kingsley, thank you guys for making us proud. And I think, sir, my team, Komona, and I've been very much impressed with the quality of conversation. But Prof Organa,
I'm Organa.
So Ghana.
Prof,
we are Dean of Academicity University College.
Oh, okay. Why are they? Because values now kind. When we say eco business school, I'm try ethics, ethical leadership. One big thing, and even professional certificate here for in our crown. If you play with your ethics, you lose it. But Ghana, you need threshold be out. I have not soft. Near money, a friend is soft values and soft development. I have not people take it for granted. Don't move so like they devilize it.
Yes.
Into no more this uncommon. Oh no, me who say now fi unti krumana.
Daniel mabusi am kromo kasa na se me pio ho no ma yedin.
Yeah.
We dey obeka asem no se ne yeti. Omo mpani sa.
Yeah. And sister, if you am command multi platform so amudi. Udu Ghana. Enya no mo kan wa asem o. Papa movement of organization of the connection we enya receive be got the baby. But what we say, and I make an oman chichire no hwe. Eba eka individuals be say their Kingsley Tiwoyi, Professor Tiwoyi, need your meeting kwa. Anke hu nya se no meba platform so. The obi abedi ni the obeya man in the private life there no beto no. But oman chichire, that is not the point. Oman chichire ne say ubenya nkofu bi ombeto mu ensu or selfless. A create a system obia be den ebetimi adnya opportunity ayi. Enye say nipa ba ku mienu bi no mo yetam no mo makanyi na edi arewo edi or the same poor. American and the system are largely on my creating no into bahana born modern kakra. Now we see us the opportunities are there for you to take. And when you have a meaning Biden, and when you have a meaning or the same Donald Trump, and who's animal because that is how our system let's see about Ghana. But that only the means no individual selfish interest na menkwa mempesa menkuminya into tembiana madudu na eden and what chrom. And that is the most painful aspect about the development. No? And in our foundation here, ethics now, Professor can values. No? So, ya my agina and coin no so near corner, send your corny, sister Fia. Madame, we catch your hand. On my paying leadership tab in Amunya or Ghana. You are still not satisfied. Ask your question, what is going on? What is wrong? 30 years, when you lead the beer, mope the oba see, hey, let the blood flow, away the hand, now mope the oba must a gentle giant. When you need type nibi. But why are you guys still not satisfied with what you are seeing? So there's something bigger. My other last point I'm making is say, Prof, one of your leadership idea. Mimi Fee say Ghana, one of my biggest pain about Ghana development is constitutional. They be this uncommon. Sir, delegate Asimakan is because of the incentive we created with our executive overlap with parliamentary structure. Now you know into Obia person of parliament or no in the one step being a minister. No, it's
exactly it's closer.
Structure. No, say answer near Ghana say near Jenny. But this also Obi so impeach Akufo-Addo. And I'm saying impeach Akufo-Addo with this kind of system that you have. America had and Kamenya did say yes. The parliament is different from the executive, so they can exert the authority. Yes. But with our system, I'm blending here. I'm to me president, no, Senate Minister Babet, now impeach on the president. You are speaking Ethiopian. A bad reality in the practicality structure our body will not allow you to go beyond and do some of these things. It is a constitutional problem. Say I'm sorry, Prof. Delegate system, symptoms. So it's a symptoms of a structure. And if I me ban many break constitutions, a Ghana for politicians, they are benefiting from it. Say forget it.
Yes, we are gonna busy. I friends and 200 Ghana cedi need t-shirt until there's no way we will push any politician to change anything.
If you look at my culture, say we don't have 3 arms of government in Ghana. We have 1 arm and 2 limbs.
I know. Limbs to cry the walk way today. Ebubu. Nina Ebubu. Okay, good evening.
Still here, I'm just so it is still here.
Yeah, who yeah now so.
Nyamiado.
Yeah, then
and some abidjafo kan e bi to asum na bi nso nta asum. Still here, I say Ghana no it will take time because illiterates no dosu. Ghana illiterates dosu. They better take it time kakransa na ensisa bia epebi etimi aba because for a delegate here you can stay if you me my delegate that your time no stay if you na ye ma yesika me your time subi say that time na escape afna na ho as the MP subi ye Kumasi subi stay if you na me delegate 96 2000 2004 your two abewe ya na me 2 kwan
and na momo anya hwe
me 2 kwan still if you are there na because your time no na even kwan no we delegates kwan na eya wo desa wo ye bibi e de aboa party no but say no still if you are near be brasisa because a candidates ni so omo so aba no omu twa omu anu niema bi wo ho a omu ntimi nye ba ombeka se me ba meye sei enti se wo ba na se wentimi anya a nipa no so beka se wo ba e wentimi anya next time wo bebie mu no o se me jiusika because wo ba no kra bi kra wo ba no kra sebi o ka wo yusu no kra no ye to abama wo na wo be ye MP no ka wo de ko e ka wo dem no de owo ho no onim se bi kra ka no kra na ye de ama no kra wo tua ho sika every month bi are tetew the only man say there o da VAT mu na o de abant wa konye sika e wo ho eti the following 4 years no ba no be free say ji say oji bibi wo ho ansa na wa de wato abana ma e na me ma ye nso ye refi say wo ye dan a wo betua sika kakra because wo koye campaign a baby ani panitin wa friend say omrana e kasa kire na at least if you oba obato drink kakra so kakra mana no okwa untimi kasa wuja na because me meja meduma me manante free me fie ebia baby am ho ni baby a ye ko hye ne mu wana amafaka aba untimi kasa me nkokwa next time obi afra me amema buma yen ka no kra next time ofra me amema entimi kwa at least no me 100 Ghana bia also the mam say me nfa ka
but no we now complain come abroad che ho your friend ko no push they don't go and collect money
still if you complain kwa because if you are
system now no penny sir
stuff you say me penny sir but any almost enfa kan ko fa a delegate ni from fie no mo mra no mo kasa nchiro mo ti delegate no nantemra ni pana fa kan to no na di sika fa ka o ebi kra that day we jana juma oh niema bi o ha mo yen ka no kra we jana juma no o ba
mo volunteer so mo volunteer je o mo juma o so
I mean kan tro me aha me wo no labor say no me MP no that time say be as weekends me nyadwuma ya call round ekoche flyers aha na ye labor na ye call round obi afie na ye de hihiem ye ne MP ni na ye sa ade no unse aha no etu ho ache adwuma because that day
na Ghana dey etimi nyetu ho ache
etimi etu ho ache say wo prof aba be gina aba be frame say memra na kasa kire me ebia that day na wo de ahye no o se me kwa adwuma me delegate one me jam adwuma ebia be wo de yenyi cities no kran free ma ebia enkrasi baby ani pa no wona obefa car aba nti wo prof wo expect say okọ no ono ade ni sika fa car aba no on san fa ni sika nsan ko
opani utie mi ameka say
question a wo bi sam say ade ne yen fa nche yen say metie o asma ameka wo bi sam question say ade ne yen fa nche na am say duru no ebi dia sika sam no nyasa sika yekoto TV ni ade no ano de emitia ba ho ba ya ni pa de ono an sika fa car yina ye ni pa ma yen ka no pre mo ma yen ka no pre mo NDC mo ya election candidate no ba ko sika kutalo na oche ni nyina you know enso na mo kan nyina mo anka
Oh, no, so more kind of general. And they are
for MPP.
No, some Casaman people, Casaman this, they all kind of meet you. Bravo, Quio, Mahama camp, you know, Kufado, I got Tony Daniadi. I don't know about kind of Mahama, dear, or no campaign, you for no years, Cadia.
And that was what can free.
Okay, Stefia, owning. Omokasana. Stefia, okay, Omokasana, and President Mahama, Project Hawaii, no, President Kufuor to me, ensure. Look, me catch them, I'm American. In terms of education, investment at President Kufuor no Ghana education, some of the kind of crowd. It's more than President Mahama investment of a transfer here. Education, President Kufuor education, share TVET in Kwasha investment at President Kufuor no share STEM.
And now Miss Wafake, and now Messi Assem, and I said, we are looking at structure the whole country.
Stefia Eli can make his President Mahama investment Hawaii no Casano. President Kufuor to me pinpoint 1 a year by one. Education. Corruption. Mahama Airbus. President Mills Sati Committee say you investigate Mahama and they will buy some of my you can't say.
Okay,
no, I'm
asking you a question. Oh, maybe say TVET it is free state platform. Feel free talk. And tell us
but I think he's talking about investment in education, free SHS. The biggest ever.
I see for TVET say. I'm so on my
TVET. TVET no. Machines. No sense Ghana. Stefia, almost Ghana. And a Stefia, we are so NDC for start here. President Rollins na start here. Appear in Kaso. Appear in Ghana ni. Ojina ho kasma mayem to appear in Kaso. Watch my trust. Nina, you started it. Mubaya mun kanu prano. NDC for muna mude sabi a yaune a mude. And
NDC for na dia hoya bagana.
Omo mude sa dwumbone la sheni petro. NDC for you did it. You did it. President Rollins appear minka. President Rollins kasma mo bi Anthony Semra. Me bua ka chem me bua.
I am glad to say you didn't get anything to say about TVET.
You didn't get anything about TVET. Now TVET investment of President Kufuor no education. Even health sector plan agenda 111 is the biggest investment President Kufuor at the moment.
Hey, I don't fucking mammy now. Say, agenda one and we know what we can put point to.
Young way a tier for more Eka say the standard that work on and yet NDC MPP. MPP compare this in MPP. That is not me what I stand for. What I stand for is money day. It is a banner because what does you way young muda. And to make sure in general terms, say we need to move beyond MPP NDC and think about Ghana as a pedestal.
No, but I think we can now make it earlier point. I am for the best of NDC, I am for the best of MPP. Yes. Build your man. Bradmon, good evening.
Good evening, Stefia. That's it. Did come about Abaso, Messabo, a prof, Mr. Likimis Abaso pa. Because I say knowledge no more, more explanation no more, I say very deep. Dedi kana I'm saying Ghana kasa we are jokers and I'm saying yes serious as a country. First time you're serious as a country at all. How can I say you tell me the huge sums of amounts say 240 something million euros say it's a fee to me because see addicted we say you now in comfort work I know I said, President Jackson, I'm be on Fano. I know the two. Yamitu says, your man, your neighbor man. Because Nimianum, I don't know what fast neighbor man or not one or show. Because there's no way say any president and I say, be about now. I'm at this kind of thing I happen our winning. I said, but if you come on bicycle crown omutiminya basket kwa mfanko no be basket mi akose na mo discover mo could discover say mo koya de si wo is a say ayi
tama you support the investigation to Sikano baby Sikano koya you support that
be kwa root kuno be kwa Sikano free be no be kuna Sikano akodi amankro so tete so a omudi omasan diska machines kana omochi wono ese omo investigation ni etimi ho be kwa Sikano ekoye because yentimi trauma say Sikano say na enko na omo fa Sikano enye bibia hwe so hwe ate be politics na aba no a so say na we prof ni we buy sanka MPP communicators and I say NDC communicators anka be different a year because when we say president nankasa on perform now so say MPP ni no kwa de obeka say oh president ya de this is Boris Johnson kuma say oye no tama ya ba covid time ya ka say obia no ka say obeka say obia nhye dem oni health directors no now number 10 yeah party because how many year no onu ani conservative party for no and you born a chisa to say a parliament you born a chimo no and yeah labor for
that's the point and prof making no
yeah but MPP for na kasana na do na perform na do e nyema bi enye a wonu se nyema na nyema enye but still omudo mu so the man is doing this man hwedum so is the via what am sure na ade ba ko
wrap up na unia no be eyi wo wachi
me wrap up Minister of Energy Machopoku Prempe esi akwa wo yetike as a vice president to Baumia and yesi dum so saba and just as small kai o say do bia my name wa pese okoye wa pese o si dum saba no koye temte bo fa bo dem imagine
ano kai
I just how ka de ko
my own video no was referring to NDC voice your move timetable many NDC for na kasa nkoye wan kasa
you are the minister. So we are government, so you have to face the problem. You don't have to go out there and say so. The opposition have to come and face it. Come and do this because they're not in the government. You are in the government, so you have to face all the problems.
Okay, Brady, mami now say now unia be mabi so to us. Ba Michael, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Sister Ifya.
Good evening, Patiente you.
Sister Ifya, so my come as no. On my Ghana. Say Yanjian to me say economic crisis na cause of Ghana no. Yanjian to me say we are sitting now I say they will mine economy. So na like I say on my money na the whole world you know. Obia face economic challenges this year. So if you say before na top petrol was $3.99 or Chicago. Is that petrol cost $5 this year?
But minimum wage you say?
I depending. A boy at 13, a boy at 15, a boy at 11.
That's the difference. Minimum wage is so cost.
I depend on $10. $10. Wow. It depends. Nti to me say, nyama cost so me Ghana no. Anya Ghana nko aye bia say be bia din. Say via. And not by America. Nyama boy din si we. Wow. Say Anjian to me say civil servant na ide adwuma show monsa amuna say yemfa ya yasem kom so than a president omane nko ye da because sister if civil servant amufa mu different
and say a stadium dey yenko busa civil servant instead of president na yeto abama no na is that what you're saying
no to me say who say there was civil servant dey ide adwuma show monsa also mon perform no
say president na also check you omo.
For how long the president be check this and go for you? I said they be buy you be go for this out.
Okay.
So you also say when the untouchable. That baby aye ejuma. And the amount of power na mutu they are not working and they are taking pay. What I say so we say fire that's some come to the president. Yeah, akuma do be babeko, mama be babeko, baba be babeko. Still the problem is there.
Okay.
Still the problem is there. It's civil servant young then say almighty today no and job president Kwanso, Yesu, and not by America. On my teacher, no, Abrofono, of the minister say, American first.
Okay.
American, I Ghana, yes, I Ghana.
Okay.
And they be complaints,
Okay. But Michael, see, you complaining, do the answer your role, I was here playing, play your role, and just get the pressure, no, Emma, a bank one, a back, good evening.
Good evening, Sister Fia.
Patrick, you.
Don't know a pound for a tear food.
Yeah, Joseph.
Sister Fia, who's there? They can leadership once them. And a leadership to size of Woti or one tea. So a training free word, ya can naya huma. That is how Ghana looks like. We're one in only 3. Sister Fia, Mamma, 2 examples. Ghana descended into leadership crisis just immediately after the 1966 coup. A free 1966, ABC na ye kase. Leadership unya juma biemu wa Ghana. If we say, omo sponsor coup no, omo manu omo nananum ne edi adene. Sa facts we American e wo book mu. Eso so enipa bebre omo kanu krenchire yen. Some of them are parliamentarians, executive judges. And then Ghana na one example a black star of Ghana. Leadership crisis are manifesting on our GFA. Now sports minister Otiho. Under 21 former ball wiki. How much are they taking? Compare them to the professionals now, the so-called professionals near Duomubano. We a leader now to your mind, now shares idea way. Some small boys way. Omuno mind is how would this come pick them, train them, and they will win the World Cup for Ghana. But they will not do it because these people only need sponsorship, only need shade, they are no more minor. O form ukra unyaka prem from ho. The leaders will not go for it.
Okay.
This is my second example. Open so who my leadership crisis wo ma hwe leaders no mu die you mu take platform are some mo keka. Me hu say o man panyi bi dada ka say Jack Toronto ne ni aketoa. Na ni aketoa no so ko gina ba bi say chop bar 24-hour economy. These people are not serious. They are just not serious people. Anything like this if you are third force before they say they more yeah, can no be prophecy yemfa we kakra we yemfa we kakra. This is here a bra say a bro no ba say yo o de fra o ka so de be fra we enye ye it won't work.
Okay.
Tan o mu nyina o mu te e se so mu nyina na e de third force for ba
e ba yo and third force wa mo de pono be kuma si wi a na fe ya ba because de ko e na no so another yi. Brother say good evening. Brother so. Settle. Kobra debia o network minim say UK for baby and we aduma no say dey because companies be on ma. They deliberately mess with the internet so that yeah.
Oh yeah, prophet and nibi.
I yeah prophet here. How they solid though. Good evening.
Where am university
American University no. Hey Louis.
Yes, Sophia.
Mbacho yentio.
Me there.
But don't tell me my hair because we are not even seeing your face.
And two person who many one.
Don't be our person and enjoy sir. What that why you do?
I am about you or not. On the pass, I won't add you
because
I'm like,
with the meeting honum. Menda, me say me person me enjoy your program maybe me David. And then my first time I enjoy more.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah, that's it.
My first time.
Okay.
Thank you for accepting me. They make kind of say last time I say fundamentals are weak. Now country are fair now must start benya address. I better na country na koso. Address system unsuna. Address system unsuna the country. Say only address I better na economy itima what I say fair.
That's it. Ghana, your mind get to a yini baby. Yen to mama broche is a young country.
How many years in independence?
67.
67. I feel when you address a friend, I'm register kwala ya wo mo. I feel benya biometric registration. I feel na kwala na ya wo.
Now to be fair, yes, I feel ni address system because it or PO box near there is a form of address system. Number two,
if you me you me airport na me address bit maka baby am tina motivation road nya clinic room ni nya clinic those times e honu nyina na ho nya e bush se ko honu ma train railway no nya e yaba be so ni any address economy bit me bia e address na di bia economy because bit matina efie na ma ye adwuma without say me kwa kwaje e shop no wo fie a beton me niam o address no say ma send papa na kwaje enti mo address system nya adwuma afi na nyankopon aboa address no be adwuma enti bibia nkakra all these years no Rollins na ko sen ko ya a long time ago e no manye na country afi na mo build the address system ti bibia no afi na mo beginning ye kode dada people
that's your point.
Exactly. Because mo nya oman no mo hihye ne because enye straight we yes when the fundamentals are weak it will expose you so most start mo ye a na address system enye clubias address system nya adwuma economy entimi nye ye da 100%. Bibia ye address so address system eye adwuma obi ye boni a betima ache no ID obi a wo ID efia abucha wo se wo bo odin unya bo date of birth papa yetimi se wote ebia Kwakumensa street number 47 wow bibia eye system tax we invade tax o NI number unya koye adwuma penim se NI 247H/5 eye adwuma wo aha ye beti enti ye meche esiu untimi embokro no police ni stop pill na on this because camera ni twa police no ni ho no ka opa camera cha obeda pa camera cha
okay Martin was enti enya boche ma oman no na ase he said the Michael can and also cause he complaining do we should make time
exactly
to grow
complain to mama boche ko after the COVID no me UK had man no system no say baby are difficult and to say first no game anya masesa enti obi a oba o so obde obetimi aye omani yobema address me de no me address
okay
address system betimi aye adwuma no na cameras be ye adwuma okrom na obi car number a link to his address nti o twa red light ma police ni na ho the next minute any the phone number no nya alert pek
yeah
picture na dash no address ni utwa car number we ni sky we no so kutia when to akwa ye o registration o car a year obeko na build the whole chain
okay but me now as a value I say no time
quickly
okay
an address system I dare say is one of the biggest innovations that America has. It's like the zip code but the digital address is not what if you want to understand that President Kufuor so he started the phase 2 of if you remember, President Kufuor did a lot of street naming near the That is what we should have continued, not what we are doing now. That digital address. This doesn't build a nation. This is a destruction of money. And you nobody
digital address system no.
Yes, if you're first of all, it's a waste of money. Because address system, if you let me tell you something, there are basic things about address system. Address system, no, a minor that the mouth, you don't give it to the country. What we are doing in Ghana, you have to take your address system in your house and give it to the country. That is completely wrong. Secondly, address system, no, that we are building on America's GPS system. And you will be out there. You don't go and go see if you'll be access. So you do it on again. Let's not get into this. This is something that I've dealt with.
Yeah, it's another minister. 18. Internet. I don't know. So bosses no. Minister, I'm saying you make final thoughts on this.
My final thought and as I said, yes, I am yes, nipa bibrio almost dear kwachiba fa entron to ho nanchima et me a kind. I had a problem. Na minim se Ghana for yam packing kind ye. Nanso so your church Roma say, Nyansa bibri ninim de bebre wo book ma, a beboy, and intina mature, Sammy book, Na book no title na Ghana's Grassroots Democracy, the suffering answers from delegates, candidates, spiritism, and renouncing citizenship. Enti ehun behia se obi a opebi atono. Me launch bi on Wednesday Saturday nso meye US ni UK for the Zoom launching. Na fe wi a ya hyase atona bonten. Okay. The man individual na yi. Me hope say obi a beje binuwa I say values ayenni. Enti ne sika nyina say ye de kantan ko nsuo. Esan say se nokora kan wo ho na onipa wa integrity no ye ethical soft skills ye ni. Oye ni nua bone a obehu se bone obi enkoka se me de me maame ana me papa na me nua bi kwaji sika duro because sika na ye den enti niam bebre o esan se values a ye nya in our educational orientation no na ama na ba ne sa esese ye nyina ye boa ye nya values na na be boa en ama ya hold the leaders accountable no man so etimi aye
Kingsley.
Yes, I think there is hope for our country, Ghana. I think you are going into 2024. This is the first time Ayebabanya Oba as vice president. And Oba here, this is your opportunity. Let's jump on this opportunity and make Ghana great again. We have a great opportunity and let us not miss it. This is the first time we are going to have an ex-president who have gone to set back, watch things, and coming back to help us. We've chosen lawyers, we've chosen economists, we've chosen everybody before. First time, Ghana Befa ex-president to come back and run our country for us. I think, if we miss this opportunity, but let's be hopeful. There is hope for us as a country.
Yo, me that's a baby. Mami na wati Kingsley Elikemote, lecturer or Chadewo University. No so aye jumana chena professor enokopoko inchu so no so lecturer no so lecturer watch book about grassroots politics. They said grassroots for mona Ghana jina mona so mu feli ye the NHS o mine no yela se ano no wafa jet and I'm bantem to me to man connect into nche ye ude o and access so na internet na pick na de freeze pick na de no a freezing tino. Stephen Asante, if you have not been fair on your program to MPP and now for mama. Oh, this is the problem. A program and yet said the BAB this MPP. I was say you can national issues. Any Ghanaian, Jonathan, it's more betting me a contributor or boy or best sacrificing the time. And we are ready to talk to such a person. That's what we did. And yes, say anything, you know. Mamina Munna Master, Yakupon Yadman next week. You better ask Godfred Bruni, Godfred them say one other message. Eba now cast a good job and a show. But I'll send a message. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Mr. Kojo Hansen, the producer, my DOP, the boss now, DJ All Black, so supporting my if you are poke avim lady. Yakupon Yadman next week. No, Wednesday, we have another big show. Yeah, the baby Wednesday, yeah. It's come oh dear, one young of us on YouTube. Why young of us kiss your whole lecture, Alabama University, America lecture. So muni mobia, nipa no basa na mudi na tem. Hey, and crama bay. Obu akro no kra na beti me change your life. So na mo send message na tem. Munya steady. Obi kasa na onti asia, ask questions, don't insult. I was mama na munyina amase. Good night.
Because we by ourselves alone cannot get all the votes we need. All NPP, true NPP people will vote for us. But then, I don't think we'll make the 50% plus one vote to win at one touch. This is why we need to stay together so that it will be attractive to draw other people to join us to go beyond the absolute majority. So anybody who is always full of tension and fighting and that sort of thing, we have to be careful about. The party must stay together. Then, when we've seen such a person, we must also look and see when we present this person to the rest of the country, all of Ghana, he must be the type most people will look at and say, this man